You guys are so negative. I'm sure this is gonna be fine. Hi. Alright, let me fix some audio real fast. And, oh, somebody followed and their thing didn't show up because I don't have alerts on the screen, so I'll replay it once I get to the right place, just in case. Hi. I'm doing another facecam stream, and I'm hoping this is gonna work. The problem is if I look to the side, that's where the stream is, so I haven't really figured out how to do that yet because I have the game in front of me this time. Hello! Okay, I'll replay this. I think I can do that. Yeah. Judge Judy Slayer, thank you for the follow. Now it's quiet again. Maybe it's just not the Blue Badger song that's loud. That's so weird. I can't control that though. Okay, how does it sound? Is the music too loud? Am I too loud? Unsure. But last time we played Cinderella Phenomenon, which was a while ago, we finished Karma, which was great. Loved that. Was awesome. Music's a little bit loud. Okay, okay. Oh, it's gone now, so... Maybe that's a little better. Yeah, I have it like almost silent and it's still very loud. So that's gonna be awkward. We'll go with that. And then y'all warned me that this was one of the, this was gonna be a route. Because we're doing, where is, yeah, I have to do this one. We're gonna do, oh! Oh! Well, that was a surprise. See, maybe we don't even have to do him, right? We could just skip him. I'm guessing I shouldn't skip him, huh? I have a reputation. I can break the curse on my own. Is, I'm guessing, what's it, Fritz, huh? But completion. I know. I guess we're gonna do it. Is everyone ready? Hooray for weird time stuff. I know, I wasn't expecting that at all. I thought I was gonna have to, like, skip through the whole thing again to, like, get that option, but hooray, that was nice. Alright, let's do it. I suppose I can ask Rumple. Enough girls seem to like him, so he might have sound advice. I find Rumple in between his orders and pull him aside. He looks oddly relieved. Oh, is he working here too? I kind of forget. Because he was the one that, like, showed up and had amnesia, right? And he doesn't, like, remember anything about himself. That's, like, all I remember about him, and that he sucks. But yes, I think that's accurate. Ah, princess, you've saved me. Saved you? Oh, God. Oh, I don't like that face. From a heinous overload of work. I am pretty sure Rumple does less around here than me, which is saying something. At least I finished the work I'm given, unlike Rumple, who gets distracted by every single thing. Dear Diana, if you've called me here, then you must want to confess something to me. Flirtatious fuck with no memory of his past life before the curse. Great. Okay, so I was right. That's all we know about him, and whatever. What? Wow, I accidentally clicked that. No. Perhaps you'll confess your undying love for me? I scowl at him and cross my arms. Get out of here, fuckboy. I came to ask you for advice, but perhaps I'll go ask someone else. You came to ask my advice. Rumple stares at me, clearly shocked. I guess it's because out of all the people I would ask, he probably seems the least likely. Then I will assist, my sweet princess. What kind of advice are you looking for? Perhaps you'd like to learn how to make a man swoon, or how to stroke the embers of the heart? Nah, I'm good. I can do that on my own, actually. Is flirting the only thing that's ever on his mind? Oh my god, we just started! Reckless is raiding with a party of 6? I thought that said 8 for a minute. I can't read. Worst seed ever? Are you doing the rando again? Boy. I'm sorry, it apparently didn't work out for you. Hi. Oh, raiders, welcome. We are, doing great. I still don't have countermeasures. I should, like, get on that at some point. Majora's Mask rando is giving him the business. Ew, gross. But, well, welcome in. You've come from that to this, and I honestly don't know that this is an improvement. Absolute garbage seed? That's no fun. Well, enjoy me attempting to date this man that I don't really want to date. But we got this. It's gonna be fine. I think he's already in love with me. I don't know. Probably. I came because I want you to teach me about goodness. Oh, girl, we've gone to the wrong person. He's a fuckboy. Goodness, but my sweet, all of the advice that I just suggested would teach you just that. Being romantic will not teach me how to do good. I'm sure other people can give a brief summary of where we're at if anyone wants to stay and watch this shit. But we're starting a new route, so it's actually probably a great time to jump in. Were the other two any better? Yes? Wait, you mean at this point? Or, like, eventually? Because I'm sure eventually. Eventually, definitely. But, I mean, right off the bat, they were kind of assholes, but whatever. Rumple dramatically places his hand over his heart. But being romantic is good. In terms of helping her with the doing good part. Oh, no, probably not. Don't you see the smiles on the lovely ladies' faces when I speak with them? I cannot imagine why they smile like that. Rumple's persistence is extremely annoying and I hate him. To be romantic and loving, that is the epitome of goodness. Show someone affection and they will return it twofold. I thought you were referring to the Majora's Mask seeds. What are the dating strats here? Well, actually, we're not trying to date him, yet. I'm sure it'll happen because it always does, but right now, the general story of this game is that I am a princess who was a total bitch, just like in real life. No, I'm just kidding. And I was cursed, and, to break my curse, I have to do 3 good things, which you'd think would be easy, but she's absolutely the worst person in the world and doesn't know how to do that. So we ask various men that we have met for help in learning how to be good. And this is our choice for today. The fuckboy. I don't think Rod even actually helped. Yeah, I know. Emmeline was way better. We should have dated her. I can only stare at Rumples. I wonder why I even decided to ask him. Or you could just be kind. Everyone's kind in their own way, princess, so what do you say? Perhaps you'd like to practice on me. I'm sure your smile would brighten up my week. No, I'm certain of it. I have work. Same. I quickly turn and leave before Rumple can continue. No, this is actually me. If I have to be romantic to earn a good deed, I'd rather be cursed like this forever. Same. Mood. It's the worst. I stare in horror at the floor. Gravel and sand are... He really is just Inigo without the trauma. That's probably true. Between the floorboards, the wood beneath my feet is covered in a thick muck. Bitch, I just cleaned this. Oh no, the broom. No. No, please. Oh no. Stop! And then I'm dragged around. I never thought I'd see this. The princess is actually sweeping. I'd say it's more like the broom is sweeping and the princess is just along for the ride. Lady Parfait, your orders have arrived. Where should I put them? At the back, please. Thank you. Who did this to my floor? I glare at Garland as he begins to move. Don't even think about it, Claude from Fire Emblem Three Houses. You! You are dirtying the floor. This is the most drama we're gonna get in this room. Probably. Sorry. Garland dashes across the floor with long steps in an attempt to leave as few footprints as possible. This was Dolores' doing, wasn't it? Is it obvious? This has "witch having fun" written all over it. I need water. It's Claude and young Mercedes. Yeah, probably. Wow, completely spotless. No thanks to me, I didn't do anything. No, get out of here. You are the worst. Don't be mad at the broom, princess. It is only trying to help. It's so sad. It is doing nothing but make my life miserable. Oh my god. Whoever doesn't have eyes is evil. Lady Parfait, I must speak with you. I look up at the witch that has just entered. She's a regular at the Marchand, and according to Parfait and Delora, a good witch. I don't believe that. She orders tea here from time to time. She has mud on her shoes. Why is she glaring at me like that? I questioned that, yeah. I believe it's because of your shoes, dear. I have just cleaned that floor. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll clean up after myself right away. Good. Get out. Oh, what? You guys don't think I'm being nice? The princess is something else. I've never seen a witch so frightened of someone before. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Was that his name? Vord? Varg. It was Varg. Yeah. I miss Varg. Can we get Varg back immediately? When do I get to date Varg? The witch hurriedly cleans up the tracks she'd made coming in before going to speak with Parfait. Even though Parfait says that Delora and this witch, that should be are good, I do not trust her judgment. Especially not when she considers Delora, who ruined my life, a good person. I put the broom back in its wow, that was a I put the broom back in its resting place before double-checking my work. Now that I'm done, I can continue to work on breaking my curse. Whom should I ask for help today? Do I have to keep asking him? I could ask for anybody. Should I save? guess I should save. Let's see. This is karma. Alright, I'll just start. Oh, it's still the common route. Okay, well, whatever. I guess I'm gonna ask him again, even though I think this is a complete fucking waste of my time. I find Rumple taking a break at one of the tables. Surprisingly, he's by himself and not surrounded by the usual blushing ladies. You're not surrounded by a flock of ladies? You must have done something to offend them. Okay. Game synopsis. I'm trying to, like, I need to, like, get down, like, a really fast summary of the first part of the game, because we're never gonna see it again. Basically, this is Diana. She's a bitch. She was a princess, and then she was cursed, so now everybody has forgotten that she exists, and only people who are cursed by it can remember her. I'm doing really bad. Mac, Devil Kitty, you gotta help me out. You guys know this game better than I do. And we have to break our curse by doing 3 good deeds. But she's a total bitch, so she really struggles with that. So basically we have to ask boys for help. And maybe we'll date them. Maybe not. We'll see. This time, we finished 2 routes, and this time we're doing the last of, like, the common routes. So we're doing the boy who has something to do with Rumpelstiltskin. I'm like, you guys know this better than I do, the beginning of this game. Don't worry, we're, like, very early on in a route. You'll get everything by context clues. Luckily. This is a good stream to come in on, because we're basically starting over, so context clues are nice. Rumple looks at me, the surprise apparent on his face. Princess, have you come to mend my broken heart? I walk away. I walk away. Excuse me? I was speaking with a lady here only hours ago when she told me that she was betrothed to someone else. That happened hours ago and you're still sitting here? Get over yourself. Rumple places his chin on the palm of his hand, looking very tired. In mourning, the heart is a fragile thing, princess. Won't you help me heal my shattered heart? Is no an option? Rumple stares at me when I do not answer. That would count as a good deed, you know. Helping you would count as a good deed. Doing things out of the kindness of your heart is a good deed, princess. The kindness of my heart? Why would I want to help you when you've done nothing for me? She knows where it's at. Kindness is nothing that needs to necessarily be returned, princess. Single instances of affection can make a heart lighter. Why does he always go through the trouble of making his words sound so much fancier? I will not help you mend your broken heart because that would be an act of stupidity, not kindness. You know, this might be the first route that I think she's, like, completely justified in kind of being a bitch. Rumple's shoulders slump as he frowns. I mean, granted, he hasn't done anything to her, but he has displayed classic fuckboy behaviors, so we're really not that interested. Now my heart is even more fragmented. You suffer from a broken heart every day you are rejected. Of course, because to pour your heart out to someone only to be rejected is a cruel fate, princess. You probably deserved rejection, what with the way you flirt with everyone. So no, I'm not gonna help you deal with your own broken heart. I turn around and walk away. The dialogue was hard making her sound mean. I know. Well, she is pretty mean, to be fair. Before this, she's a total bitch. Like, honestly, she's just the worst person. Like, it's awful. The acts Rumple puts on are so annoying. I like that they give me a chance to back out of this one. Yeah, her nickname is the Ice Princess. She's like the actual worst. I don't think the last, like, routes gave me a chance to, like, back out and pick someone else. A month has passed, and I have yet to complete even one good deed. Not for any lack of trying, though. I have been asking around for advice on how to be a good person, and received various answers. I think we've seen this before. Make someone good, I'd say being selfless. I think it's important that you consider another person's feelings. Immediately in meeting him, he tried flirting with you, and your correct option was to throw a tray of food at him, which was awesome. Ugh, babe, I do kind of miss him. The end got weird. I remember his end got weird, but I liked his root. Patience. The ability to soothe even the most broken of hearts. Yeah, niece, the actual best option. Why can't we date her? Forget I asked. Yeah, how are we gonna get these two together? They clearly are not interested. Bravery. Loyalty. Rod's ending got weird. You must be beautiful, both on the inside and out. Now you I actually miss. Right. Like, they were really, I remember, I was, like, so down with it, and then, like, the actual good ending was, like, real weird, and I was like, what is happening here? Must I be all of those things in order to be good? According to Parfait, I cannot just pretend. It has to come from my heart. I place my hand on my chest to consider the steady pulse of my heartbeat. What is this? That will not be easy. I close my eyes, thinking of all the possible ways I might be able to break my curse, but in the end, my mind is blank. Mother, what am I supposed to do? Dream? Oh yeah, we gotta talk about how much my mom is actually the bigger bitch here. Your personal feelings are nothing but a weakness for others to exploit. That is why you do not show them. You only show them that you are strong. Yes, Mother. You must not let false kindness deceive you. People will use niceties to trick you into exploiting your weak emotions. But you can trust me, Diana. I will never hurt you. I will never lie to you. I am all you need. She's my mom? Yes. My mom, we have learned that my mom is actually, like, super evil, and was the queen of the witches, and, like, did all that bad stuff, I think? Did a bunch of bad stuff. I know, I actually really loved Karma more than I thought I would. And that's why they are all looking for me, because they want me to tip the balance between good and evil or something like that, I think. I love you, Diana. I love you too, Mom. Hey, what's up, bitch? How are those lessons of yours going? I hope you're not giving anyone a difficult time. I am the only one having a difficult time. Have you tried pairing up with someone? Pairing up? Some of the people in the tavern pair up to assist each other. Two heads are better than one, as they say. It's not a bad idea, but the problem is with her. She's just the worst. Who is going to volunteer to pair up with the Ice Princess? I know, that's kind of how I felt too, Mac. I thought his route was, like, kind of generic at first, and then it got real good. She has a point. People may not glare at me anymore, but it does not escape me that I am still disliked. Most of the boarders of the Marchen volunteered to help her, remember? And I haven't heard any of them retract their offers. It's only a matter of time. Rude? Stop it, Delora. It's your choice, Princess. Pairing up is only a suggestion. Would pairing up with someone really help me break my curse? What if they end up being an annoyance instead, like they honestly probably will? Princess? Excuse me, Princess. Oh my god, what? I'm sorry for disturbing you, but you've just been staring at your tray, and the customer is waiting for his order. Of course. Delora has me helping Anise today. Ugh. The Marchen is unexpectedly busy, and they cannot keep up with all the customers. Stop daydreaming, Diana. Food doesn't deliver itself. I do not need you to tell me that, bitch. Your nails don't match your outfit, but they do match your eyes, which is weird. Delora and Parfait's reason for the princess to be cursed was to make her be more good-natured as a witch and the next bearer and not pay attention to the teaching her mother gave. Okay, I thought it had something to do with that. That's, like, kind of right. Kind of what I said was right. Why can't we date Anise? The real questions. I stretch out on my bed. The stiff mattress does little to soothe my aching muscles. I was on my feet the entire day, struggling to keep up with the steady stream of people that came into the Marchen. I've never seen the Marchen this busy. I roll onto my stomach and bury my face into my pillow. My arms and legs protest the movement. I refuse to live this type of life much longer. I need to break this curse as soon as possible. Hell yeah. Why don't you pair up with someone? Pairing up might not be such a bad idea. Oh. Aw, man. We can pick whoever we want now. Let's be positive. Our arms and legs look, yeah, they're gonna look great. Oh, fine. We'll do it. I feel like I'm going to regret this. He is not my type at all. I gotta get those para bonuses. I know, right? I do not know why the first person that popped into my mind was Rumple. It wasn't. He was the 5th person, let me tell you. Just because he puts a smile on ladies' faces with his flirting does not mean he can help me do a good deed. And yet, here I am. Because the game demands it. I find Rumple on break, surrounded by a few giggling ladies. His hands make dramatic sweeping gestures as he showers them with compliments. Who was the first? I don't know. Anyone but him. It's hard. I don't remember enough about... Well, Fritz I've only seen, like, the one time, because he was, like, very early on, and we haven't seen him since then. And we've hung out with Waltz a little bit. Rumple's just Tamaki Oron. Yeah, that's true. It was totally Delora. I mean... And you, my sweet, are like... I know, maybe that'll be how I... That's gonna be my inspiration for him from now on. It's just Tamaki, huh? Ah, jeez. Are like sunshine peeking through the clouds on a dark day. Yeah, this is just Tamaki. No, you're right. You litter the ground with so much golden light and make every flower reach out towards your warmth. Excuse me, I'm gonna go vomit in a corner. On second thought, maybe I should reconsider. Princess. Rumple notices me, however, and immediately waves me over. Do these bitches know I'm a princess? God, I hope turn and walk away is the right one. Okay, wait, we gotta... Oh, wait, where did it go? I'm gonna save over this one. Yeah, it doesn't do a great job of showing the other guys. Get ready for incorrect choices. I know. Can I please turn around and walk away? I'm doing it. What? He might like that. He won't like that. He's not the type that's gonna like, anyone that isn't cursed won't remember you. Yeah, but it's kind of weird that he's calling me princess. Like, I guess it's a pet name, but like, you know what I mean, right? To someone who wouldn't know that I'm a princess. But I guess it is him, so maybe it wouldn't be that weird. Oh, I don't want to walk toward him. I'm gonna go away. What if it just ends the route? It's just like, oh, you messed up. Do you think he'd like that? I feel like he doesn't like a problematic girl, you know what I mean? I feel like he just wants someone to go along with him, but like, maybe I'd be different. I could see both sides. I could see both ways. Welcome to the real part of these streams where I struggle to make decisions for like 5 hours. I mean, keep in mind. What, him? I'm gonna take a drink of coffee. It's not about me. It's about him. He has, and then can't figure out if your choice is right. Yeah, no. He hasn't backed off since you threw a tray of food at him. I mean, yeah. That's true. Oh, fine. I'll walk toward him, but I don't like it. He's just gonna insist I come back. If there's one thing I've learned about Rumple, it's that he's persistent. Why do you look so surprised? Ah, shit. I probably was supposed to walk away. Should have gone with my gut. Unless it's not, I don't know. I'd assumed you would just walk away like you always do. Damn it! But I can take this as a good sign, yes? He really did want to see me, princess? He probably gets turned on by anything we do. I know, right? Like, I don't know. I can't tell. I can't tell. Silent treatment only makes this all the more mysterious, princess. And the mysterious is always exciting. Gut was right. I knew it! I freaking knew it! you know what? No, I'm gonna do this. Alright, go away. I just remembered I have something to do. Thank God that this is the right answer, because this is a man of the chase, and I don't know. I didn't know if he was gonna be a man of the chase. He's pretty simple. I turn around and start walking away, but I'm immediately stopped when I feel his hand on my shoulder. Oh my god, personal space. Kill him. I slap his hand away. Yes, yes. Personal space. Fierce. As always, you remind me of a rose with thorns, princess. He leans closer and winks at me. Kill him. Kill this man. Where's my broom? I'm gonna beat him over the head. Oh god, get away. Whenever they, like, get closer to me really suddenly, I just think of, like, Doki Doki Literature Club and get scared. But the thorns are what makes the rose so alluring. Are you always so persistent, or do you actually want me to slap you again? I think he would want that. Your slapping me is but a small... Yeet. It's but a small blockade on the road. I will never give up on you, princess. There's this thing. It's called consent. You should learn about it. Does he enjoy it when I purposefully try to ignore him? Most brilliantly sparkling gems are buried deep within the ground and take much effort to unearth. What? No one wants you. Princess, you are like one of those gems. No, I'm not like a gem. Rumple, why would you deal with someone like her? Yeah, go. This chick. She clearly like, go over there. What? Yeah, but wait, hold on. I'm gonna slap this bitch. Diana's like a budding flower, and I want to do my best to help her bloom in whatever way I can. Ew? You've come to me for advice, right? How did he know? The look of shock on your face is adorable and so absolutely satisfying. It seems I hit the nail right on the head. Rumple, she's obviously too stubborn to admit that she needs your help. These women are infuriating. I will kill them at the earliest opportunity. Oh god, oh, hi. You know, see, this is hard for me though, because like he's kind of hot. I like glasses. Like glasses boys, that's good, that's good. But I mean, I don't deal with the fuck boys. I don't do it. Rumple leans a little closer to me and suddenly he's whispering in my ear. Let me tell you something, princess. Making a person happy just to see them smile is definitely a good deed. Huh? Making someone feel important is never a disservice. What do you think? I'm pretty knowledgeable, aren't I? All he ever talks about is doting on people, flirting with them, and making them smile. It's gross. Rumple continues talking. Which is why I will make an excellent partner. I take a step back. Everyone in this game is hot, but we can do better. I also hope this turns around somehow. I really would like it to, but I mean, based on the way Mac and Devil Kitty, who I trust with my life, are reacting to this route, I'm guessing that it's not going to. Unless they're just like playing the long con, which could be a thing, I guess. Rumple's now looking at me with a triumphant smile. How did you... I am very perceptive, princess. You overheard my conversation with Parfait. She told me about it. She did? Only briefly. So you're not perceptive at all. I hurt his feelings. Princess, you cannot see it, but I am drowning in my own tears. Good. He just assumed I was going to be partners with him, which is very annoying. I don't even know why I was considering partnering up with Rumple when he says the same things over and over again. And I do not think I could be around him day in and day out. Oh my, what do I spot here? That was a perception check that quickly turned into a deception check. True. Delora appears before us, a sly smile on her face. Delora, get out of here! Not now. Slacking off, you two? I'm on a break! That break ended about 5 minutes ago, Rumple. And Princess, I think there's a broom that needs attending. Why can't I partner with my broom? Fine. There's no use complaining, and I'd rather get away from Rumple. Rumple turns to the ladies and smiles. He's not the worst guy around, but, like, he pisses me off. I get that vibe. My lovely ladies, I will be back later, and I promise that we will continue our conversation without any interruptions. Oh, and Princess, we'll continue our conversation later as well. Ugh. I walk off before Rumple could try to shower more of his compliments onto me. Mr. Broom is best boy. I agree. Princess, wait, no, not like that. Making a person happy just to see them smile. I think the broom will be better at helping me do good deeds than Rumple will, personally. Can such a thing really be considered a good deed? The days at the tavern go by quickly over the next week. Princess? Princess? You've been staring off into space. I was just thinking. I just finished using Mr. Broom. And now I'm helping Anise sort some of the shelves in the back. Rumple's taken up the serving for today. The women always enjoy him, but the men are always glaring at him. They're jealous of Rumple, I think. That's one more. I think they just want to kick his ass. Who? The other men. Anise looks over at the men that are glaring at Rumple as he drifts between tables. I'm worried about Rumple, too. What are you talking about? You were looking at Rumple with a funny expression on your face. He really is the why do the women only want jerks meme. I know. No, I wasn't. My words are clipped and my voice is cold. Anise looks at me sadly, but I do not care. What I do is none of her business. I think the girls are jealous of you, too. What? I glance around the tavern and notice there are girls glowering at me. I'm not unaccustomed to these glares, since people have always looked at me this way. During the times I left the palace, people gave me the same looks, but this feels different somehow. Why would they be jealous? Because you're Rumple's partner. I am not his partner. You're not? He's been telling everyone that you are. Oh no. Why? I never agreed to being partners with him. Oh, hi. I felt your longing gaze upon my back, and I have arrived, my princess. I think I got desensitized from flirty fucks by dealing with the rogue in one of my own D&D parties. Yeah, I mean... I was gonna say, my wizard was not like this at all. His method of flirting when we first met was to insult me. You know. Rumple suddenly appears before the two of us, smiling brightly. I suddenly have the strong urge to slap the smile right off his face. Do it! We are not partners! But princess, you asked for my advice. Advice that I gave to you because I care. No one else cares as much about you as I. Slap this fool. Slap him. Slap him so hard. And so I proclaimed us both partners because we are a match made in heaven. You're so overwhelmed with gratitude that you're at a loss for words. If I could throw something at you, I would. I could. A punch packed with as much strength as your love. I'm going to kill him. I can only groan in response. Oh my. Hello everyone, it sounds like you're having fun. How is this fun? Rumple is never fun. All he ever does is spout nonsense. I hate him. That hurt his feelings. He doesn't mean any harm, princess. He's just filled to the brim with so many compliments and he needs to get them off his chest. Well, he can go. Oh, someone is... Flares, thank you so much for the host. I appreciate it. We can name 10 people. Okay, like one person who likes us better than Rumple. I don't know if we can even name one person that likes us better than Rumple, I'm gonna be honest. I shift my gaze to Rumple and furrow my eyebrows at him. Or do you only direct them at me because you enjoy how much I ignore you? Hi, Flares, how are you? I only wanted to help, princess. That's what partners do, right? Mr. Broom? I don't know if Mr. Broom likes me. I kind of hurt his feelings. But we are not partners. Okay, I don't know if I've talked about this before, Devil Kitty, but on that note, for some reason, my rogue was very insightful. Like, not super, but like, I think I had expertise in it. And I never passed an insight check when it came to my stupid wizard boyfriend. Never. Not once. It's very annoying. He doesn't always, though, because sometimes we hurt his feelings and then he cries. Like, sometimes. But I agree. Mr. Broom is better than Rumple, and I would much rather have Mr. Broom as my partner. I hope I get to play D&D next week again. I don't think we were able to schedule our game for this week, but we'll see. Just try this partnership out, princess. I promise it'll be worth your while. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, princess. You can always change partners. Wow, my voice is already going. Ugh. I tried the apple latte from Starbucks because everyone says it's really good. And it's like, it's not my thing. I prefer pumpkin, but I like the pumpkin cold brew with just pumpkin cream on top. I'm not a pumpkin spice latte person anymore. I used to be, but I'm not anymore. Lady Parfait, you've broken my heart. You are very good at healing your broken heart by now, Rumple. Damn, that was savage. Anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt. I only need to speak with Anise to make sure she doesn't need any help with a particular list. A list? A list of herbs for, for me. Anise has been nice enough to gather herbs for me. Lady Parfait, is this about your body? Oh my god! Rumple, please! What's wrong with your body? Guys, wow, it's probably private. Something to concern herself with, Princess. My body is just a little frail because of the burden on it. That's right. Parfait mentioned having to bear the crystal and... Did I decide that's Lucius? I want to say, I think it should be Lucius. With that C, because it's Latin. I don't know. I don't know enough Latin. A thought occurs to me as I look at her more closely. Chai with the pumpkin is also good. That's what I got before they did the cold brew. Wait. Couldn't you use magic to heal yourself? Parfait shakes her head and sighs. I don't have the ability to heal. None of us do, except for one particular witch who calls herself the Witch Doctor. Okay. Cool. Witch Doctor? Is something wrong? Rumple shakes his head and gives her a wistful smile. That name just sounded familiar. It's likely you heard about her from someone else before. Humans do know of her existence, after all. A witch? She's not a fairy? For some reason, I had thought fairies would be more likely to heal people, not witches. She is indeed a witch, that is what they say. Though I've never met her myself. She's the only one who can heal illnesses with magic. She doesn't associate with other witches, though, and keeps to herself. Nobody has known where to find her for a very long time. Suffice it to say, we can never seek out help from her, even if we wanted to. Parfait shakes her head. No, unfortunately not. Rumple looks I bet we will. I bet we will. Parfait quickly dissipates the gloomy atmosphere with a clap of her hands. If Delora was here, she would say, all right, story time is over. That was all very interesting. Interesting, but it does not really help anyone. Boring. Your body is the way that it is because of the Great War, then? Like I told you before, the Great War has made my body a lot weaker. This is something that cannot be healed, and I don't have an heir, so... Parfait looks about ready to say something, but goes silent. She has a sad look on her face, and I don't understand why. Anise immediately speaks up. I think I'll be okay, Lady Parfait. I was actually gonna go on an errand run in a few minutes. Do you need any help? I would be more than happy to escort a lovely lady like yourself around town. Anise pulls out a list from pulls a list out from a bag nearby and holds it out. There are only a few items on the list, as far as I can see. Don't worry about it, Rumple. It's not that much at all. Rumple stares at the list. His expression suddenly smooths into something more serious. May I have that? Anise hands him the list, and slowly he takes a pen out from his pocket. I stare as he looks over the list quietly, then scribbles some things down at the bottom. Afterwards, he hands it over to Anise. I've added some things that might be helpful. The herbs on that list are for joint pains, and you might want something a little more general. How does he know all of that? Everyone's staring at Rumple with wide eyes. Even Parfait looks impressed. Oh, he's a doctor. You've used herbs before, Rumple. Maybe, I don't remember, but for some reason names came to the top of my head as I was looking at the list. Thank you. It's always my pleasure to help a lovely lady. Now, Anise, please let me accompany you to town. I would love to help with whatever I can, and more names might come to me. That sounds nice. Thank you, Rumple. Rumple turns to me, a mischievous smile on his face. Whenever he looks at me like that, I know he's gonna suggest something ridiculous. Princess Diana should accompany us for the experience. I do not need experience in anything. I am awesome. How are you going to shower people with compliments if you know nothing about them? Being out in town will be good for you. Rumple has a point. The more you expand your world, the more willing you are to learn more about people. I do not need to be lectured. Oh, princess, it wasn't meant to be a lecture. Already max level. Yes. I'm just letting you know that experience is invaluable. Come on, princess, let us escort the lovely Anise around town. What about your work? Ah, God! Oh, please stop. Rumple puts a finger to my lips and grins. Wow, personal space. No one seems to have thought of that, so it will be our little secret. How dare you? I slap his hand away, but he just grins at me jovially. How did I get dragged into this? Please don't stay out too long. We won't. Woohoo, adventure! I make my way into town with Rumple and Anise. The majority of conversations we have are one-sided, with Rumple giving us both the usual compliments. He never seems to tire of it. Rumple helps Anise pick certain herbs and a few other medications, and accepts all the compliments she gives him with a triumphant smile. I know Anise knows about herbs because she's helped me before, but how does Rumple know so much about them? This must be part of the past he doesn't remember. Anise enters the store by herself at one point, leaving me alone with Rumple. I'm a mysterious man, aren't I? I turn to look at him and notice the easy smile adorning his face. He's fully not smiling. Now he is. A man with amnesia is full of secrets, after all. I bet you're even more curious about me. Women always love mysterious men. I do not particularly care. But princess, if my curse is amnesia, then shouldn't you care somehow? As partners, we're going to help each other out, right? Hold on, sorry, I just want to check this message. Okay, go. I do not see how I can help you with your amnesia. Maybe this is a spell that's only broken by true love's kiss, shall we see? Personal space! Consent! He leans toward me. Then if you're gonna be a flirty fuck, then being mysterious means nothing. I agree. With a playful smile on his face. I'm accustomed to this behavior by now, so this doesn't faze me, and I merely sigh at his nonsense, and then I slap the shit out of him. You already said yourself that you need to gather entries from some kind of journal? Oh, princess, you're no fun. A little kiss wouldn't hurt anyone. I would die before I kiss you. Same. Screenshot this. I guarantee you she'll go back on it later, but I will not. Princess, that's so sad. He says that, but he's still smiling. Why is he so unfazed by everything I say to him? You only ever have terrible suggestions. It was a mistake to trust you might have good advice. But I have great ideas. You haven't helped my curse at all. I've been trying, though. You haven't even told me how to get a good deed. Told you before, princess, compliments make a person happy, and making a person happy is a good deed. So you flirting with women and using shallow compliments on them is a good deed. On the surface, the compliments may seem shallow, but if you swim a little deeper, complimenting people cannot be a good deed. It's bullshit. But making them happy is. All you have to do is listen to people, sympathize with them, maybe get to know them, and you make them happy by doing even small things for them. Women enjoy the compliments, princess. Besides, how could I see such beauties and not compliment them? It would be a disservice. You give compliments to people you do not even care about. Asshole. Princess! Rumple's voice trails off as he stares past me. His smile falters for a few moments and a look of confusion ripples his features. I turn to follow his gaze and see a small boy staring at us. He's shyly hiding behind some kind of notebook. Hello, small, evil child. There's that seriousness again. It was the same thing that happened when you added something to the list for Parfait. Then suddenly the expression changes into Rumple's usual bright smile. Hello there, would you like to come and speak with us, young sir? Ah. You don't remember me, sir? Oh, do I know you? I used to come to your clinic. You saved me before. Oh, so he is a doctor. The boy draws closer to us, still hiding shyly behind his notebook. Oh, I'm sorry, little sir. I'm afraid that my memories are a bit scrambled right now. I can't even remember my own name. Really? Maybe if he had a clinic, he probably was, like, known. People should know him. But which doctor? Where is Anise? Why is she taking so long? The last thing I want to hear is a conversation between Rumple and some child. Is he gonna shower this boy with compliments too? It is a shame that I can't remember a boy as bright as yourself. And there it is. I'm not that bright, sir. Not as bright as you, but I want to be. He holds up his notebook, which has a small name scribbled in the corner. The words, "My dreams," are written on the front cover in cursive letters. Aww, cute. What's this? I want to be just like you when I grow up, so I started a book of dreams just like my mom told me to. She said I could become a doctor too, so long as I tried my best. A doctor? You forgot that you were a doctor, sir? That's what I'm saying. Come on, if he's a doctor, people probably know him. Rumple, a doctor? The boy continues to hold out the book, and finally Rumple takes it and flips it open to the front page. Rumple's holding the book close to his face, so I cannot see it. I rise to the tips of my toes and attempt to look over his shoulder. At first, Rumple does not notice me as he stares at the page. Then, belatedly, he realizes I'm there and lowers the book so that I can read it too. I lean so close to him our shoulders brush. My eyes scan over the page quickly. The handwriting is crude, barely readable, actually, but I can still make out the gist of it. Rumple slowly reads the words aloud. When I'm older, I want to be exactly like the kind doctor that saved me when I had no one else to go to. Aw, man, am I gonna feel like an asshole? Like he's actually like a really good person? Huh? The boy's face flushes as Rumple reads his words aloud before his curious gaze lands on me. I don't remember you. Yeah, kid, nobody does. I look at the boy, irritated. Are you the doctor's wife? No. Rumple suddenly looks up, eyes wide. He looks down at the boy, then at me, his face suddenly solemn. Just like Sebastian, yeah. I'm surprised by the words that leave his mouth next. Yes, she is. Excuse me. What? He takes my hand in his and looks down at me, an almost sad look on his face. What is wrong with him? Oh no, these are actually both bad options. Like, I don't like this. But like, who is this doctor? Here, wait a minute. Oh, I feel like slapping him in front of this small child is not the way to go, yeah. Even though I'm normally all for slapping, I feel like slapping him in front of this small child would be horrible, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just pull. He has such a strange look on his face. Slowly, I try to pull my hand away, but Rumple holds tightly to it. The sadness in his eyes becomes intense anxiety, and I see something like fear dancing in his eyes. You really think it was my fault? What? Sir? Rumple squeezes my hand a little too tightly. He looks at me desperately. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Whoa, what's going on, bro? Let me go! I finally managed to pry my hand free. Rumple looks at me for a few moments, almost bewildered. And then his eyes suddenly widen. He looks back at the journal, then at me. Shit, should I have actually slapped him? To break him out of that? I bet, yeah. Oh, that's so sad, though. I don't like that. About your choice. Alright, fine, I'll slap the shit out of him. Let go of me. Rumble's eyes crease with worry as he holds tightly to my hand. The sadness in his eyes becomes anxiety and I see something like fear. Okay, this is the same. The look in his eyes is so vacant, almost like he's looking through me. Okay, well, if I'd known this was gonna happen, then yes, I would have chosen to slap him, because obviously he's stuck in something and he needs to be gotten out of it. It's as if he's in some kind of trance. The way he looks at me makes my skin crawl. His grip on my hand tightens, making me shudder. Rather than slap his hand away, I reach out with my free hand and slap his face. I stare, perplexed at the sudden bafflement on Rumple's face. The slap to the face knock him out of that strange trance? He's being even stranger than normal, and the intensity of the look in his eyes is scaring me. Huh? Rumple stares at me for a few moments, blinking slowly. Oh, no, I blanked out. I'm sorry, Princess. What just happened to him? The way he was speaking was so strange, almost like he was in some kind of trance. But I know how people are. They lie and they put on faces. I'm sorry for spacing out. If I invaded your space, then I'm sorry. You are apologizing. Rumple puts a hand to his cheek where I slapped him. I think I deserved that. Thanks for getting me out of whatever that was. Well, yeah, okay. If I thought this was just gonna be like a awkward moment with a child. But if I had known that it was gonna be something like that, I would have chosen to slap him right off the bat. All at once, the sheepish smile breaks into something cheerful again. He's still smiling at me, even though I was so curt with him. Rumple is so confusing. The boy looks bewildered. Don't worry about that, little sir. This one here is a feisty thing. I deserved whatever she just did. So she's not your wife, sir? Rumple looks a little surprised, and then he laughs. Unfortunately, no. The beautiful lady here is not my wife. Rumple absently rubbed the back of his neck as he looks up at the sky. Not entirely sure of what just happened, but it seems like I recovered something very important today. Or the beginnings of something very important. Something important? Is he talking about a memory? He hands the book back to the boy, then he leans down and sets a hand on the boy's head. Oh, hi, Anise. Glad you missed all that. A bell chimes behind us as Anise comes out of the store, carrying a bag filled with what I assume are herbs and medicines. The boy once again cowers behind his book. Oh, who's this? The wonderful little sir that helped me regain a very important memory. An important memory? Rumple stands looking triumphant. I, my good lady, am a doctor. Oh, really? Truly. Rumple turns back to the boy, who he asks a few more questions. He even asks the boy his name, but much to my surprise, the boy shakes his head. I'm sure you told me your name, but I don't remember it. Wow, lame. It's like my curse. No one remembers. Oh, I guess that could be part of the curse, huh? Never mind. Me being a princess, and no one remembers Rumple's true name. I guess that does kind of line up with, like, Rumpelstiltskin, huh? Because that's, like, the whole point. Rumple thanks the boy again many times over and even buys him a few pieces of candy. The boy's eyes are practically glowing with excitement. He does not stop smiling. After we see him off and start to head back to the tavern, I begin to contemplate. I am curious about something. Oh? You said that you needed to fill your journal with memories in order to get them back, but the journal you just read wasn't yours. It appears not. It seems the 3 entries that trigger my memories just need to be written by people I know? Only he knows his name whenever he remembers it. Yeah, probably. Reading them triggers a memory, and then the full entry probably appears in my journal. I ought to check it when I get back. I see. But even without looking into the entry, a memory came to your mind? Rumple gives a short, distracted nod. It's not complete, so I'm hoping something really has appeared in my journal. It feels like it must, considering I remembered something so important. Do you remember anything else at all? The young man that we just met, I believe they used to come watch me work before. I knew him. He used to look up to me. He was a sweet child. The memory is foggy, but yes, I believe something did happen to him. He became ill. The details of how I saved him must be in the journal. Even though this does not pertain to my curse, I am curious what his journal might say. I cannot remember fully, but the memory feels sad somehow. He turns to me, eyebrows knit together. It's strange to see him with such a serious expression on his face. I really am sorry about earlier, Princess. I think I was on the verge of a memory, but then it got tangled up in my head. I'm surprised by a sudden change in topic. I shake my head slowly. He's quiet for a few moments before suddenly his smile comes back and he laughs jovially, telling us that there's no point in worrying. At the town's outskirts, I turn, feeling eyes on my back. But no one's there. You know, that's fine. That wasn't creepy at all. We give Parfait the medicines we purchased in town as soon as we arrive back at the March Inn. Then Rumple proudly announces that he is a doctor to anyone who will listen to him. Everyone seems happy for him, save for the March Inn patrons that find Rumple annoying, who are mostly men. And me. Afterwards, Rumple asks Anise if he might be able to take over the medications for Parfait, if only because Anise is busier than him. If you're a doctor, where's your TARDIS? I know. It's in his room somewhere, probably. Rumple hasn't been at the March Inn long, and yet he's already found something to help break his curse. That's not fair. Oh, shit. Oops. I keep accidentally right-clicking. And then there's me. Lame as hell. A usual situation, you know, eyes on your back, not seeing anyone. It's cool. Happens every day. I do not think anyone will be able to help me. At the end of the night, when I finally have time to myself, I return to my room to rest. Do you think he's gonna come tell me? Oh. I'm a doctor. The next day I'm sent right back to my chores. Rumpel's nowhere to be seen in the morning, and Anise says it's because he's tending to Parfait. He appears later in the afternoon, still full of smiles and silly flattery as he goes back to serving. How does he have so much energy? At the end of the day, I plop down on the settee to rest. My legs are weak from all the walking I've done today, and I can still feel the tiredness in my arms from all the sweeping with Mr. Broom. Right. Princess? I notice Anise standing beneath the doorway, smiling at me uncertainly. Thank you for your work today. Why is she thanking me for work I obviously do not want to do? Lame. It's not as if I've asked to do any of those. But you still help. Anise nervously shifts on her feet. So I just wanted to say thanks. When I do not make any effort to continue speaking with her. So rude. Anise gives a nervous little nod before heading back to her room. Not long after her departure, I hear an exuberant and familiar voice. I should count my lucky stars for giving me a rare opportunity to meet with my lovely princess this late at night. I should have gone to my room. Rumpel stops before me, winking. The moonlight on your face makes your beautiful eyes sparkle like the most precious gold, princess. I am not in the mood for your flattery. But princess, flattery is just a compilation of compliments. Everyone loves compliments. I do not care for your compliments. Hang on, I'm gonna move. Okay. Or Lady Anise's thanks, either. He heard that? You should learn to let people spoil you. I stare at him. That is the last thing I had ever expected anyone to say. My whole life I've been called spoiled and rotten, the Ice Princess. Even Delora and Parfait want me to do these good deeds because they think I'm incapable of goodness or whatever. I clench my fists and continue to stare at him, not understanding the swell of emotion inside me. I know, what's stopping us from going to our room? Just, like, walk away. Hang on, I'm gonna grab my other coffee. Okay. Why is he being so nice to me? Your first lesson is learning how to let people spoil you. He draws back his hand, reaches into his pocket, and presents me with a small yellow bag. What's this? Why am I so far off center? Hold on. That's a little better. I don't feel like I'm moving at all. I think I'm going the wrong way. A little bit more back this way. I'm like, it's like so far over. Okay, that's kind of centered now. Doctor, medicine, wisdom. Wisdom is also attached to perception. I know, I was going more. I'm dumb, okay? Oh god. Well, I guess I should... How did I do this with... I just start making new saves from chapter 7, because that's enough wrong choices. I think that's right. I'll save one here. Okay. Well, I mean, I feel like we should accept it. He's trying to be nice. I don't want to, really, but... Thoughts? Soliciting opinions? What do you think? I mean, I guess, whatever. It doesn't matter. I hate you. Oh, sure. Why not? I'm not used to receiving gifts out of the blue. What a shame. I would give you so many gifts if I could, princess. Why? Because people are moved by gifts when they come from the heart. I take the small bag from Rumpel's hand and look at it for a few moments. Besides, this is both a thank you and an apology gift. A thank you for accepting me as your partner, and an apology for my behavior yesterday. I don't remember what I did, but both you and the boy seemed frightened. Oh, was I supposed to not accept it? Am I supposed to commit to being a bitch? Like, I thought this might be a time to start being nice, you know? I don't remember the CG. And yeah, commit to the bitch? Okay, fine. I will commit to the bitch. Okay, we got a CG. Everyone enjoy it. Because apparently we're not going to see it again. Wait, should I see what the gift is? Do we actually just, like, full like, deny the gift? I remember. Oh, okay, maybe we'll get it again. I don't know. Don't. I cannot accept your gift. Get out of here. But Princess, my advice, you have no reason to spoil me. Oh god, this is like me with my actual boyfriend. Princess, this is what I've been trying to explain to you all day. You don't need a reason to spoil someone. It doesn't always have to be about paying someone back. Ugh. Rumple smiles a little sheepishly. Then he places the bag in my hand and curls my fingers around it. You deserve nice things, Princess. You barely know me, and yet you still say that? Barely know you? We may not have known each other personally, but that doesn't mean I don't know enough about you. Oh, I'm giving you this gift because I truly want you to have it. Besides, this is both a thank you and an apology gift. Okay, we've seen this before. Thank you. Here it is. Oh, we do get it. Yeah, me too. I looked out at the little bag. I opened it up, and inside is a little white chocolate piece fashioned into the shape of a flower. A lily. Oh, look, just like this thing right here. It's not much, but you absolutely must accept it, Princess. Otherwise, my guilt would drown me in the dark shadows of sorrow for the rest of time. Lilies are my favorite flower. How did he know? They say you give a white lily to someone you enjoy spending time with. Oh, and in floral language, they also stand for purity and majesty. He winks at me. Perfect for you, Princess. Why? Why what? Why would you give this to me? No matter what you say about doing nice things for people, I don't see how that applies to me. And why would you thank me for being your partner? I did not even want to be your partner at first. But you do now? Ah! Maybe because her dress has lilies on it. Yeah, maybe. I am unable to withhold my surprise. Rumple raises an eyebrow, then sighs. Princess, you don't trust compliments, do you? Mother always told me that people were two-sided. That they'd say anything to make you believe they were your friend. No. Never fear, my sweet princess. I'll make sure I compliment you until you learn to accept them. Oh, shit. This actually is me and my friend. But, no buts. I derive my happiness from making ladies like yourself happy. The compliments may seem strange to you, but don't worry. You'll see it in time. See what? The connections between people. You assume I'm just a flirt, but I get to know an awful lot about people. It's the reason I can guess so much about you. Okay, it's a little wholesome. I know, that was very nice. What could Rumple possibly know about me? So, what do you think? Are you more attracted to me now because of my mysterious aura? Or my doctorly sophistication? Alright, slap him again. He leans closer to me, his eyes sparkling. Yep, ready for a slap. I could be your own personal doctor. Wink, wink. I will slap you if you touch me again. Rumble pulls back and raises both his hands in surrender, but the smile does not leave his face. You really are hopeless, aren't you? Do you think so? I thought the events from today might have proven otherwise. Oh, speaking of which, I read over my journal earlier. His expression becomes oddly solemn. Shall I enlighten you? Why would you tell me all of this? Oh, you're not interested? I thought you might be since I was your partner. Learn personal space. If I don't listen, you'll still tell me regardless, so feel free to share. Rumple sighs as he flips the journal open. Unfortunately, it was not much. The memory began coming together again as I was reading, but a lot of it still doesn't make sense. I glanced down at the entry he has stopped at. Look at the bottom of the page, Princess. I follow his gaze to the bottom of the page and pause, noticing a conspicuous gap. There's no signature, and I always sign at the end of every entry I write. I wonder if that might be the final piece of the puzzle. The final piece of your curse. If my name refuses to show up in the book, it may very well be the final memory I need to regain. You believe that the signature will be what gives you your true name, then. I have a feeling that might be the case. It was the first thing I noticed when the entry appeared. That would explain why the boy in town didn't know my name either. And there's something else. Something else that's missing? The journal entry is cryptic at best, vague, almost like an incomplete puzzle piece. I stare at him, not understanding. Slowly, Rumple begins to explain. It says here the boy's family rushed him to my clinic. He had a terminal illness that I could not cure. He was at death's door, and I couldn't save him. But he's still alive, isn't he? He even said you saved him. Yes, there is a resolution in the journal, but it's not very helpful. I glanced down at the journal entry as Rumple continues to speak. I refused to give up. I knew there had to be a way to save the boy. I never give up on my patients. In the journal entry, I described someone who came to help me save the boy. He lifts the book and points to the words, reading them aloud. I met her for the first time tonight. She told me she had some way to help the boy, so we struck a deal. I hope I do not come to regret this. Oh, shit. He snaps the journal shut, startling me. He sighs as he runs a hand through his hair. That's it. Someone helped me somehow, and I made a deal. I'm assuming this is related to my curse, but I can't say how. Why did you write so vaguely? I wish I could ask my past self that same question. So in the end, you're still not sure when you were cursed. Rumple pauses, then shakes his head. I believe it started here. Not the curse, but the events that led to it. There's a reason this is the first memory to be triggered. It's important. For a few moments, the two of us are quiet. Rumple's curse is a mystery, not because he's hiding it like Karma is, but because he does not understand it himself. After a few moments, Rumple begins to laugh, breaking the silence. I look at him, startled. What's so funny? Oh, it's not funny. It's just... This is all very mysterious, isn't it? And my mysterious past makes me more alluring, doesn't it? Only Rumple could take such a serious moment and change it into this. What do you think, Princess? Are you drawn into the mystery of it? I have no choice. You'd tell me even if I didn't want to know. Oh, but you do. I could see the curiosity in your lovely golden eyes. And I could see it earlier today, too. Thank you for accompanying me into town. I believe that I only met the boy because you were there to guide my way. We were looking for medical supplies. The boy appeared through mere coincidence, you dumb bastard. No, it was more than coincidence. It was destiny. Fine, whatever you say. Listening to him is exhausting. It makes me realize how tired I am. And all of these revelations are making my head spin. I'm going to bed now. I'm too tired for all this. Screenshot this. This is my life. It has indeed been a busy day. We will continue this enlightening discussion some other time. Cool. Perhaps. I turn to walk away with the little chocolate in my hands. As I walk back towards the darkness of the hallway, Rumple's soft voice echoes behind me. Sweet dreams, my princess. I slap him, and then I walk away. Compliments value. Alright, I think we might only be doing 2 chapters today because my voice is already going, which is a bummer. But, hold on. Hi, Mom. You waited, but the children didn't come, did they? They promised they'd be back today. We even crossed pinkies. Promises are futile, dearest heart. But I've told you before, and I'll tell you again, people are selfish creatures. They will always put their own well-being before others. No one does anything selflessly. To put your trust in someone is weakness, Diana. Even those that make promises will only keep them if it benefits them. And you, my sweet, were obviously not beneficial to those children. So they didn't like playing with me? No, they did not. They hated you. They hated you so much. Come here, darling. You do not need those other children. The two of us can play together as we always do. Can always trust you, Mother? Of course, my love. Mom killed them. I know, I was about to say, Mom totally did something to those kids. Like, she killed them or something. My head feels foggy. Maybe it was because it took me forever to fall asleep yesterday. And then, to make things worse, I ended up having that dream. Man, that was some bullshit. Mother, you are the only one I can trust. Right? I slowly slide out of my bed and make my way over to my dresser. The little bag is still where I left it last night. I open it up and let the little white chocolate lily fall into my hand. Hooray for emotional abuse. Yay. Oh, wow, that was actually pretty. I thought it was gonna be more like a flat, like 2D design, but is he really trying to help me? I remember his face yesterday and his bright smile as he presented this to me. I slowly run my fingers across the delicate white petals. He couldn't have known lilies were my favorite flower. That's bullshit. There's no reason to be sentimental about something like this. It's just silly. I'm about to put the flower back in the bag, but I stop, eyeing it once more, and then I eat it. Slowly, I bring it to my lips and bite off a small petal. It is actually pretty good. I stuff the little flower back into the bag and make my way downstairs. The margin is not busy this early in the morning, but everyone is starting on their chores. At least, I assume as much when I see Anise and then Waltz, who's helping her stack things. Then I hear rising voices and realize that not all is calm. Oh shit, these two are at it again. At least I don't have to pretend to be something I'm not. You say you're not pretending when you go around flirting with all the female patrons day in and day out? You cannot seriously mean all of the drivel you spout. Yeah, these two get in fights pretty often, huh? Karma and Rumple stand on opposite sides of a table, staring each other down. A teacup filled with what looks to be cool tea sits close to Karma, abandoned. Flirting with a lady is not a crime. One day your flirting is going to get you into even more trouble than it already has. I've never had a lady say I mistreated her, not once. Oh, I'm sure many could attest to being more than slightly annoyed. You're only jealous that I can speak to ladies without a disguise, aren't you? Uh-oh, drama! Karma slams his hand down on the table, shaking it. The tavern grows quiet. Waltz looks over, his eyebrows furrowed with worry. If you so much as make one more comment about my curse, then stop making comments about how I speak. The two continue to glare at each other. It almost looks as though Karma might circle the table and slap him, but the fight freezes as Jurian strides up to the two men and slaps them both, hopefully. It's too early for the two of you to already be at each other's throats. But he started it. All I did was make a comment. He was the one that picked a fight. There you go again, twisting words. Jurian stomps on the ground. The two men once again turn to look at her. It's my job to break up unnecessary fights, and I will do it. If you two must continue fighting, go do it somewhere else, like the forest, where you can't disturb anyone. Both men turn away from each other, obviously agitated. Rumple's expression is cloudy as he makes his way over to the bar to begin helping set the tables. Hang on, I'm seeing if... Okay, that's... Ooh. Oh, I just ruined everything! There we go. Just trying to drag this window back over here. Okay, cool. Jurian notices me watching. She waves at me with a terse smile on her face. Sorry you had to wake up to that, princess. Goodbye, overlay. It's back. I shrug as I make my way over to Mr. Broom. I just wanted to make sure my lighting on my camera was okay. And then I accidentally dragged the overlay away. It's like waking up to two children. Are you gonna say that? Agreed wholeheartedly. Jurian sighs before looking at me thoughtfully. Maybe you could have a word with Rumple later. I have no idea how their argument even started, but maybe you can get to the bottom of it. I'm not a babysitter. But I'd heard the two of you were partners. Anyway, hopefully this doesn't happen again. Good luck with your work today, princess. Jurian walks off, vigilant as always. I notice Garland looking at her from the bar, a slight frown on his face. Someone remind me. These two, do they just believe that I'm the princess, or are they cursed and remember me? I don't remember. I don't think they were cursed. I start working around the tavern, starting first with the cleaning and then with the stacking. Delora makes snide remarks about my slowness as I work, and I try my best to, no, they aren't cursed. I didn't think they were, but they're really cool with calling me princess, so either they really trust Delora and Parfait, which I guess is possible, or whatever. And I try my best to ignore her while occasionally throwing her insults back at her. It is as if she has nothing better to do. The door to the tavern opens and Parfait steps inside with a bright smile. She looks more energetic than usual. I wonder if this is because of Rumple's medicine suggestions. Later, I manage to catch Rumple when the two of us are both on break. He looks pleased to see me until I mention Karma. Why were the two of you fighting earlier? What a sad day it is that the princess talks about another man to my face. Just answer me. I was getting ready for the events of today, as always, speaking to the lovely women who filter in and out of this place, when the beast appeared behind me. Even his insults are dramatic. Oh, girl, if only you knew. Your flirting is distracting me, he proclaimed. Well, your flirting is annoying. Oh, thanks for clipping that. Awesome. But all I'm doing is complimenting women. I'm not impeding anyone's work. I thought the only reason he was calling me out on such a thing was because he was actually jealous. You should have seen his scowl. And here we go. So I politely told him to mind his business, but he was relentless, and when he continued to insult my demeanor, well, I had to say something back, but I wasn't the one to start the fight. I swear, they both really do sound like children. No doubt Karma would be blaming Rumple. Princess, you don't really think I'm so confrontational, do you? I think Karma is far less confrontational than Rumple, but it does not help that Rumple always... Far more confrontational. Did I say that right? I don't know, but I read it right. But it does not help that Rumple always snaps back at him. The two of you are both at fault. But Princess... In the end, you were still having a childish argument. I think that Rumple might try to protest again, and I'm surprised when he shrugs his shoulders and sighs. Yes, it was childish, because that man is a child. I roll my eyes. You said far less, despite it saying far more. I know, I don't know why I read it that way. Your irritated scowl chills my heart, Princess. I feel a tinge of excitement. I am leaving now. There's really no point in having this conversation. It's a problem between Karma and Rumple. They aren't children. They can figure this out on their own. Oh, princess of my heart, why must you depart so early? Kill him. Slap him. I ignore Rumple and leave him standing where he is as I return to my shift a little early. Wow, that's saying something if I started work again early. Honestly, I would much rather focus on work than Rumple. He can be just as tiring, if not more. Though, after what happened last night, I do not think he is as terrible as I thought. Yay! The days go on, and Rumple and I speak only briefly during our breaks. Every day I eat another piece of the lily until only one is remaining. One afternoon, just before my break, Rumple approaches me with a mischievous smile on his face. My lovely princess, how are you today? What do you want? Your cold shoulder is enticing. I have one more table to serve, don't bother me. But princess, I've decided I know exactly how to teach you to be good. Kill him. Slap him. All of your other lessons have been useless so far. Please, just trust me. To put my trust in someone is weakness. I'm going to teach you how to flirt. What? The first step to flirting is eye contact, princess. Wait, but why are you... Rumple points at my customer, a young man sitting right beside the window. The second is to smile. Smile, princess, because I'm sure you look even more stunning when you do. Then you start a conversation with him. Body language is important. There are certain key signals that key men into the fact that a woman is interested in them. This will be perfect for the later routes. I think playing with your hair is one. A gentle tap on the shoulder is another. I should have expected Rumple to spout this sort of nonsense. Princess, the customer's been waiting for a while now. Is something wrong? I noticed the customer looking at me expectantly. He's just so mad. Ugh. A usual customer that I actually see often, which makes this so much worse. I know, I don't know how to flirt either. Trust me. Oh, and princess, don't forget the compliments. Make them as delicate and illustrative as you can. I move away from Rumple before he can muddle my thoughts any further. Already my feet feel like lead. I find myself staring at the man for far too long. The way he stares back at me, his expression so unreadable, suddenly makes me feel more uncomfortable. Do I really have to do what Rumple says? Girl, no, don't do it. I stop in front of the man and set down his tray, my eyes still on his. I do not have to follow Rumple's advice, but for some reason, my lips quirk. The smile on my lips, though, lasts all of a half second. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, sir? I don't want to. This makes me sad and uncomfortable. Oh, I guess maybe. I think that was supposed to be a stutter. Guys, should we do it? I kind of want to do it just to see what happens. Oh, Mac, that's so sweet. That's a great way to flirt. That's so wholesome. Guys, should I flirt? I don't know. It would be funny to see what happens. Which makes me think that the correct answer is no. But I do kind of want to see what happens. So, I'm just saying, if it was me, I can feel Rumple smiling at my back. If this were anyone else but him, I would think it was some kind of prank. But considering this is the way Rumple acts all the time, maybe he's really trying to help me. Try to recall how he flirted with his customers before. Alright, everyone, are you ready? I could not help but notice you were alone, sir. I'm always alone. Damn, alright, that's when you, like, leave. You leave. My heart is thumping far too loudly in my chest. That's when you give up. What kinds of things does Rumple usually say? Madame, you are the most beautiful thief I've ever met, for it's you who has stolen my heart and stolen my gaze. Bitch, don't say that. Your eyes are more captivating than the stars, my sweet. If I could, I would stare into them forever and lose myself in their majesty. I know, they're just like staring at each other while all this is going through her head. A rose with thorns, but the thorns are what makes the rose so alluring. All he does is spout complimentary gibberish. I'll try and do the same. How is it that, wow, really? That's what we're gonna go with? How is it that you would always be alone when you have such lovely eyes? You'll just have to imagine them. They're there. We just can't see them. The customer stares at me, baffled. I force myself to continue. Your eyes remind me of the leaves in fall as they flutter beneath the bright gaze of the sun, and... I stop. The words, nothing more than a shallow lie, make me feel strangely hollow. Okay, we can never serve this man again. We created and then burned a bridge. The man's just staring at me, but he looks uncomfortable. Still, I do not think he's anywhere near as uncomfortable as I am. Ma'am? Perhaps you would... My voice trails off. I bite my lip so hard I can taste something metallic. The man's expression is a mixture of awe and perplexity. I immediately turn away from him and walk off. My whole face is hot and I can feel anger boiling deep down inside of me. Oh my god, that was what we were supposed to do. We were supposed to humiliate ourselves in front of this man. Ah, princess. Leave me alone. Princess, we're not done. I do not care. I am leaving. I need an alcoholic beverage. I ignore everyone's gazes as I make my way as quickly as I possibly can up the stairs and to my room. That was upsetting and sad. There, I collapse on my bed and lay there with my arms outstretched. Why would I have ever even thought of taking Rumple's advice? He's such a bitch. I lay there and cried for 4 hours. Hours go by, and eventually I realized it's time to help Anise with the night chores. Now I'm helping her restock some of the bottles that Waltz and Karma brought back from town. I hope Anise does not mention what happened earlier. Please, God. I slip out of bed and head down to the main area of the tavern. The man is still there. The room's mostly quiet by the time I go downstairs. Parfait and Delora are talking to each other at a table. Karma passes me by as I walk downstairs. He looks exhausted and oddly frustrated. I make my way over to Anise, who's already putting bottles on the shelves. Oh, princess, are you... okay now? I am fine. Now what did you need me to do? Anise explains how restocking works. She shows me the labels on the shelves and explains that the empty spots are where the new bottles go. It's not a hard job, and one I can easily do without thinking too hard. There's someone named Parfait. Yeah, she's the fairy. For a while, the only sounds that can be heard in the margin are the bottles clinking against each other. Underneath that is the murmuring between Parfait and Delora. I have no idea what they're talking about, but they look serious, so it must be something important. So princess, can I ask what life was like at the palace? Right. She cannot remember working in the palace before. I don't mean to pry. I was just trying to make conversation. I would rather not. Oh, okay. Eventually, Parfait and Dolores stand from their seats and move to another room to continue their conversation. Anise breaks the silence again. The tavern's nice when it's quiet like this, isn't it? You can hear the sounds outside if you open a window. My hands move stiffly, placing bottles on shelves by label. All I want to do is get the work done and then return to my room. It was like this at the old place I used to work. I was hired by a rich family to be their maid. Their mansion was a beautiful place. You could hear the crickets if you were by the windows on the bottom floor. It seems like her memory has been twisted by my curse, so that she cannot remember working at the palace. All she remembers is working for a rich family. It was a nice place, Princess. There was a girl close to my age that had a radiant smile. Radiant smile? She must be talking about Emmeline. The head of that mansion is a really kind man, and... She grows suddenly quiet, a look of confusion coming to her face. She pauses, then shakes her head. I can't seem to remember everyone that was there, but I'm pretty sure they were all good people. At least, I'd like to think so. I didn't think about this before. Yeah, I guess... Was she my maid? Like, actually? And then because I got fucking disowned by my curse, she ended up here? Is that how that happened? I don't really remember how that worked out. I know it was, like, briefly discussed, I think, in the prologue. Yeah, she worked at the castle. I was just a bad maid. Oh, no. She was. Because of her, Dolores' dress was torn. Oh, wait, that was her. I was too ashamed to tell one of the mistresses that I couldn't save her doll. Save her doll? Hi, Twi, how are you? She broke one of the princess's dolls and was fired. That's right. Anise looks down, her smile wistful. I was fired on my first day because I couldn't save one of the mistress's dolls. I was the one cleaning her shelves that day, and when I went in, I saw a crow had come through the open window and was pecking at one of the dolls. I shooed it away, but I was too late. The doll had a little rip in its dress, and I was fired for not doing my job properly. Bet you feel like a bitch now, huh? So it wasn't Anise who ripped Dolores' dress, but a bird? Is this why Dolores insisted Anise deserves an apology? What happened after you were fired? Lady Parfait found me on the streets. I couldn't go back to my aunt's house, not after what happened. She never liked me anyway. Anise's face clouds briefly with sorrow, but the expression is short-lived. I could never forget the day I met Lady Parfait. I told her I'd be able to help her and anyone else that got sick. This is, like, kind of nice, though, because, like, in Rod's route, we got to know Emmeline better, and in this route, we get to know Anise, and in Karma's, we did Jurian and Garland. So I kind of hope it continues that vein. Like, we get to find out about one of the NPCs on somebody's route. I mean, we're kind of running out of NPCs, I guess. Maybe Parfait and Delora for Waltz and Fritz? I don't know. That I can even do all the cooking since I've been making meals for my father since I was a young girl. I begged her to take me in, and she did. I owed it Lady Parfait a lot. Why didn't you go back to your father after you were fired? She is too pure. My father passed away a while ago. My mother died giving birth to me. My father was an herbalist, and he taught me a lot while he was still with me. So before Rumple came in, I helped Lady Parfait with herbal remedies. So you have no one. That's what I thought, but now I have everyone here. The merchant is my family now. Family? Princess, we're all happy to have you here, too. You really help out around the march, and I can tell Rumple's happy to have you as a partner. The memory of what happened today slowly seeps back into my mind. I cannot help the irritation bubbling up inside me. I know he's a little overwhelming, but I'm pretty sure Rumple's really trying to help you, just like he's helping Lady Parfait. It's not the same thing at all. No, don't make her sad. She's too good. The two of us continue working until Anise makes another wistful comment. The place I worked before this, it felt like there was warmth in that gigantic home, but it was stifled. That place isn't warm at all. I speak the words without even meaning to. Anise looks up at me curiously. The king suddenly started speaking to me when Mother died, but it was never enough. Before that, he was cold and distant. And even now, he favors his new wife and children over me. There were people, but they all wore fake smiles. And my father, he was the worst of all. I may as well have never existed to him. Princess, I'm sorry. For what? You're talking about the palace, right? The king always seemed so nice. He put his kingdom before his children. Anise fidgets nervously. I'm sorry. Apologies are not going to change the past. Sometimes apologizing seems like all we can do when we can't change something that's already happened. That, though, that's a good quote. I like that one. I think about Anise, who tried to save my doll, and the way I fired her that day. Rumble told me once that all I had to do was listen to people and sympathize with them. Could that also be true for finding out the truth? Oh my god, we have to apologize! Nah, we're gonna do it. This has to be the right answer. I am sorry. Anise looks at me, clearly shocked. She stares for a few moments before I scowl at her. Staring is rude. Oh, I was just... Why are you apologizing to me, Princess? It is for something I did that you wouldn't remember. That I wouldn't remember? You should tell me. I promise I won't hold it against you. It is not important. Anise's eyes are suddenly downcast, and no matter the attempt, her smile isn't as bright as it once was. Bro, wait, was that not the right answer? Was I not supposed to apologize to her there? Was it too soon? Am I still too much of a bitch? I quickly finish stacking the bottles on the shelves. I'm done. Anise turns to look at me with an unusually tired expression on her face. Thank you for listening to me, Princess, and for telling me a little bit about yourself, too. I feel like I might have said too much. No, I think that's wrong. I don't think I'm supposed to apologize. I would like a confirmation on that before I go back, but I feel like that's the end of that scene. Keep going? Okay, cool, thanks. I was like, God, I hope that's right. I would feel like such a bitch if I didn't apologize after that. I did not respond to Anise, but instead choose to head out the front door. Anise asks where I'm going, but I just ignore her. I think about heading to town, but then reconsider. I decide to head to the forest instead. Are you sure? This is a long time. I make my way to the forest clearing. In the dark, everything feels a lot more comfortable. Here I do not have to pretend to listen to anyone. I do not have to talk about myself. I settle down on a rock and stare up at the sky. There we go. There it is. Jeez, that was a long one, wasn't it? I apologized, but Anise did not even understand my apology. Well, because she didn't explain it, you dumb bitch. And even now, I still can't bring myself to trust those at the March-In. I sigh and find myself speaking aloud. Maybe I am the Ice Princess. Ah, but have you seen the beautiful sculptures that can be made from ice, Princess? Oh my god! I turn to see Rumple walking towards me, a broad grin on his face. You stalker! How did you know I was out here? Ice always sparkles in the sun. It glistens and stands so proudly where it's been sculpted. I stare at Rumple blankly. He sighs and shakes his head. I'm sorry, that one was particularly bad, wasn't it? He sits down beside me and his grin falters a little bit. Oh, cute. Alright. I have no white lilies to give you this time, my sweet princess, but I'll offer anything else you would need from me to apologize for my advice earlier today. I can offer anything, my words. My body. I cut Rumple off as I'm not in the mood for his usual behavior. You're always like this. All you ever do is flirt. Any meaningful thing you try to say is lost in the flattery you constantly give to people. It's shallow. You're right. What? I stare at him. Rumple's still smiling, but it's not the same confident grin he wore earlier. Somewhere deep in my memories, I remember someone telling me off just like this. Many people enjoy flattery, Princess, and a lot of people are receptive to flirting. But nothing can measure up to a genuine compliment. But I stand by what I said before, in that making a person happy is a good deed. Look, I'll show you. Rumple shifts so that he's looking right at me, and I notice that his smile's gone. Diane, of all the women I've met, you are the most straightforward and honest. Many do not have the courage or the confidence to exhibit those qualities. And that's why I admire you, and why I'll always take your words to heart, because I know you'll always speak the truth. Oh, well, that's kind of nice. I look into Rumple's eyes, which still have a gentle shimmer despite the darkness. For a few moments, his words float around in my head. No one has ever called my bluntness honesty before, and no one has ever complimented me for it. Rumple told me before that I deserve to be spoiled. Maybe it's because he sees the things I do in a more positive light? My, you're struck speechless by that, aren't you? You look cute with your cheeks so rosy, my sweet princess. I glare at him, and Rumple just laughs in response. I put a hand to my cheek, suddenly self-conscious. Rumple smiles at me, but it's not the usual playful smile. Right now, he almost looks serious. Did he mean what he just said? What? I will save over this one too, because we're not going to need these chapter 3 ones. We're good. Well, you know. Ideally, what you'd want to do is just take the compliment, but that's not an option. So, I feel like my lighting looks weird. I'm gonna have to mess with that later. I mean, I feel like he's being real right now, so maybe we should just ask him if he means it. I'm gonna do it. Did you really mean that compliment? Of course I did. I told you, right? Making a person happy is a good deed. I wanted to show you that. Rumple's compliments do make people happy, even if I do find his words to be very shallow, but that felt different. Flattery is wonderful, but it usually only concerns complimenting a woman's physical appearance. Though I do that really well, don't I? Earlier, I bet you made Anise happy too. You were spying on our conversation, you creep. Should I have told him off? I would never. I just happened to be making my way down the stairs very slowly. You don't even know what I was apologizing for. I don't know what that means. Bop. No, but you thought you had to after you listened to her, didn't you? Should I have told him off? I listened far more. I was looking for a whack. I'm guessing that's a no, then. I mean, I'm guessing that my answer was incorrect. You know, I don't feel bad that I'm getting all of his wrong, because I don't think we're compatible at all. Fine, I'll tell him off. You'd think these are the ones I would want to do, and they are the ones I would want to do, but I'm, like, trying to be nice, which apparently I should just, like, stop doing. You told me to commit to the bitch. So I gotta commit to the bitch. Why did you have to be so dramatic when you gave me that compliment? It's dramatic? I cross my arms and Rumple grins at me. I can't help it, princess. I'm dramatic by nature. A compliment is, in some ways, a performance. So you do not mean what you said. No, I did. I swear I did. I was trying to show you how making a person happy could be a good deed. Complimenting a person on appearances is easier than complimenting them on their demeanor. You have to know a person for that. How dare you? I meant what I said, princess, and I swear that wasn't just me trying to weave spectacular words together. I wouldn't say that was telling him off. That was like lightly teasing him back, asking a question. But you made Anise happy. You thought you had to? I listen far more than you do. Princess, you've shattered my heart so many times there are permanent cracks. But do not worry, the cracks in my heart allow even more of you to make your way into it. I hate you. Rumple awkwardly laughs when I remain silent. Anyway, there are different kinds of listening, princess. Listening to sympathize is one kind. It really is just the ones that have more dialogue. Yeah, I know, but it's hard to know that. Trying to put yourself in someone's shoes, trying to understand them, that is one of those ways. Then there's the kind of listening that's shallow. One pretends to listen without ever letting the words into their heart. Words are fickle things. Mother always told me that people lie and that they would say whatever benefited them. It's foolish to trust words. What if Anise had been lying to me? Why would I put so much blind faith in people? Because more often than not, people are good, princess. I let out an exasperated sigh. Sometimes I cannot tell if I'm angry or confused by Rumple. Oh, what a beautiful sound. It was as if the sweet wind itself was gently tickling my ear. I slide away from him and scowl. Your scowl is adorable too, and you have such delicate lips. Right. I'm still convinced that his earlier compliment was just a lie. How can he say something so genuine and then slide right back into this pitiful flattery? For a moment, silence falls, and I find to my surprise that it's not awkward being alone with Rumpel. Will you accept my apology for earlier? I promise I'll never try to get you to flirt with anyone ever again. Besides, if you flirted with another man and then grew fond of him, I would be devastated. That would never happen. You didn't let me finish. I was going to say I would be devastated because that would mean that your heart belongs to someone else, and my heart belongs to no one. I will steal it, like a thief in the night. Slap him. That will also never happen. If not that, then I'll settle with making you smile at least once, because I'm sure you would shine as brightly as the sun if you smiled. You are unreasonably persistent. Love is a persistent endeavor, Princess. A man in love stops at nothing to win over the woman he so adores. Then you must be in love with many women. I stand up. I would appreciate you just complimenting me when you mean it. But Princess, I mean every one of my compliments. I have no energy to chastise him right now, but at least I no longer have that anger inside from earlier. It's been a long day, and I'm going to bed. Would you like company? No! I didn't mean... Good night, Rumpel. Good night, Princess Diana. I make my way back to the tavern, feeling surprisingly light. Still, even if Rumpel's words might make me happier than I care to admit, he is not doing a very good job of helping me with my curse. I might have to do this on my own after all. Ugh, do I think I can make it through one more chapter? How did I say we were gonna do this? Like, because I was 3, 4, so we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did I say I was gonna do 3 chapters at a time? I don't remember. What do we think is good? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's just, there's gonna be, per route, there's gonna be 2 streams of 3 chapters and 1 stream of 2 chapters. Well, I don't think we were gonna do 2, 2, 2, 1. I think it's gonna be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we could either do just 2 chapters every time, or we could do 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are the options. I could probably make it through another chapter, but I'm gonna have to go refill my drink if I'm gonna do that. Just do we think 2 chapters at a time is better, or 3 chapters? 3 chapters and then 9 and 10 being 1 stream, I guess? Does that make sense? I don't know. You'd think we would have this figured out by now, but we don't. We fully don't. And I guarantee you I'm gonna ask this every single time. It's fine, though. Okay, I think I can do 1 more chapter, but I am gonna take a quick break, go refill my drink, and go to the bathroom, and then I'll be right back, okay? So just enjoy this music, and I think it's 332. I think we're gonna commit to 332. So I can do another chapter, I gotta go get another drink. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. First of all, did I leave my mic on that whole time? That's awkward. I mean, I wasn't in the room, so you didn't hear anything, but like, whatever. Also, we're being raided. Oh my goodness, hang on, your raid alert didn't go off because I was on my intermission screen. Let me fix it. I'll do it again. Ah, sorry, I forgot I had the camera on. Oh wait, where did the raid go? Oh, it's not gonna let me do it. Playing 100% orange juice? Nice. What? The raid alert didn't show up on my mini feed. I can't play it again. That's so sad, but I can play this follow alert. Okay, the rest of them should go. The Ketchum Kid, thank you so much for the follow. Hi, welcome, Alita and Raiders. How are you? Sorry, I just closed my desk drawer and it was loud. Welcome, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a great stream. I hope you didn't get too screwed over by 100% orange juice. Captain Joe, thank you so much for the follow. Also, enjoy your Blue Badger and your Blue Badger dance. Welcome to today's fan club. Junibug, hi. Girl, how you? Bad rolls here and there? Oh no, but you made it through. I am sure. How's it going? Welcome to this. We are on, what are we on now? Chapter 5? Is that right? Oh, I gotta turn the music back down. Hope you've been vibing to this nice music. We're back with more of this fuckboy. But it's okay. What a brilliant day. This is a dating sim called Cinderella Phenomenon, if you're new and are gonna stick around. Basically, we're dating fairy tale pretty boys. Basically, I am a princess who was cursed to make everyone forget about me. I am a total bitch, and I have to do 3 good deeds in order to make my life go back to normal, and this is our chosen boy. Is this the Great Ace Attorney? No. I'm still playing that though, so like, don't spoil anything. The sun is shining, the town is full of laughter, and I have my sweet princess here to accompany me. Cannot help but groan at Rumple's optimism. This girl is me on this route though, like, How's that going? Greatest Attorney? It's amazing. We are on case 3 of the first game, because Michael and I are playing it together. And fully acting out all the voices, and it's been, like, the most fun I've ever had. But the problem is that means we can only play it when we're together. Which is less often than previously, now. So we might play, I think he's gonna come over tomorrow, so we might play it tomorrow. We'll see. Because we were both sent out to run errands. Because everyone thinks we make a wonderful couple. No, because we're partners. Partners, a couple, it may as well be the same thing. Oh my god, don't even talk about it. Half the time Rumple says some deep things, but then he says things like that. It's like he has 2 personalities. No, it's not the same thing at all. I take out the list and scour it for the things we need to buy. More than half of it's already crossed out. I glance at the bags Rumple's carrying. He refuses to let me carry any of them, insisting it would be impolite to force the load on me. Isn't she cute? I know, it's kind of a bummer she's such a bitch, but I love her. That leaves me with list duty. This is a lot more laid back than what I have to do at the march-in. Okay, now we have the general medicine restock for Anise. My area of expertise. Never fear, my sweet princess. I will find everything we need. We already have a list. You dumb bastard. Oh god, I did it again. There being a beach wouldn't stop me. I know, but I love her. But Rumple just hums enthusiastically as we continue on our way, and I'm not entirely sure if he heard me or not. Okay, do all of you prefer the bitchy part here? Because me too. We arrive at the little medicine shop in the central plaza. Ah! Scary man with no eyes. He's evil. A man exits through the front door, coughing so loudly people turn their heads to stare at him. He needs a mask. I wait for the man to pass so that I can open the door to the store, but then I notice that Rumple hasn't budged beside me at all. His eyes do a quick scan of the man before he slowly begins to walk towards him. Sir, you're sick. Rumple, I think he knows that. What's to you? Even if I was sick, lad, there's nothing I could do if I don't have any money. Besides, it's not like this will kill me, it's just a cough. How long have you had your cough, sir? It seems like such a minor thing, but Rumple suddenly looks so serious about it. He looks at the man with his eyes slightly narrowed as if trying to see past him. It's been with me for more than 3 days. Coughs are pesky things, aren't they? They're usually the last thing to go, but at least they're not deadly most of the time. Even if you can't buy the medicine, sir, there are other at-home remedies that might help with your cough. Boy, I've already tried warm tea. My wife's given me enough of that. Water is good for your throat too, sir. Any kind of steam works too. This man should get tested. I know. Public health care! Do we have universal health care? Probably not. In whatever this land is called again, I forget. Any kind of steam works too. If the cough is riddled with mucus, it'll be easier to expel with steam. When you can't afford the medicine, sometimes the simple things will help. And coughs stay for a while, so don't fret if you can't get rid of yours immediately. Well, I appreciate the advice. Not exactly what a doctor would tell me, but it'll have to do. Oh, he is a doctor! The man thanks Rumple before walking off. I noticed Rumple looking down at the ground, a rather forlorn expression on his face. Is what he said true? Yeah, man. Man is my favorite. We cannot romance man. About what, princess? About doctors not giving advice about at-home remedies. Most of the doctors don't believe in such things. They always think that medicines work better than at-home or herbal remedies. The medicines do help, but sometimes they aren't necessary. Yet you just gave him advice. Not everyone can afford medicine. Being a doctor means helping people, not taking advantage of their sickness to steal their money. Aw, he's a good person, though. Money was never a problem at the palace. Whenever I was sick, the palace staff made sure I had the best and most effective medicines, because I am privileged. Do you remember what you were like as a doctor? I wanted to help everyone that showed up at my doorstep. Sometimes I couldn't, and it frustrated me. I prescribed medicines when necessary, gave advice other times, and when things were dire, I performed small operations. He does seem a lot more serious when he's talking about health. Rumple was silent for a few moments before his eyes light up once again. Anyway, shall we go stock up on our medicine? I thought you said medicine wasn't always helpful. Because it's not. But I also know that Anise uses mostly herbs and that she tries to handle things without too much medication. She's quite capable. Oh, look at this cute little medicine store. We enter the shop, and in no time at all, Rumple spots the items on our list. We use up the rest of our money to buy the medicines and remedies that we need, and then we begin to head back to the tavern. Oh, on the way there, Rumple strikes up a conversation again. So, princess, have you given any thought to what I said before? About what? You've already forgotten about making people happy. What? You know you can make me happy right here and now by giving me a kiss on the cheek. I slap him. I stare blankly at him before walking away. No, thank you. And alas, my hopes are dashed again. When we were at the outskirts of town, I pause and turn around. It's as if I can feel eyes at my back, but I do not see anyone openly staring at me. This is the second time this has happened, and it's too many times. Is someone watching me? Suddenly I feel warmth in my hand, then fingers interlace through mine. Rumple pulls me a little closer, his expression oddly gentle. Don't worry, my sweet princess, you're safe with me. After this curse is broken, we're gonna make healthcare more accessible. Yes, we are. Suddenly his face is a lot closer to mine, and I see his features more closely. It's like the night in the forest, except his face is not marred by the same shadows. There's caution in his eyes, but it's not directed at me. Can we bring Rumple to America? I hope so. Did you see someone following you? No, I just thought I felt someone looking at me. Better to stay together then. We begin walking again. The two of us begin to head back to the margin. Rumple has all the bags in one hand now. He hums a little bit as we walk. It's remarkably peaceful, so much so that I do not even mind him holding my hand. It suddenly feels a lot safer. I'm so lost in reverie. I see you. That I do not even notice when we turn and go in the opposite direction. Busted. This is not the way back to the margin. Oh, gee. I like this music. I don't remember this song ever playing before. On the contrary, it's just a more scenic path. Don't you like the forest, princess? Dang it! I keep accidentally right-clicking. Coming in through the canopies, the soft blades of grass that tickle your ankles. It's such a romantic place. We're taking the scenic route, yeah. No matter what he says, this does not lead back to the margin. It is not a scenic path, nor a path at all. Oh, jeez. You know, I've been like 0 for 6 today. On how many, not 0 for 6 actually. I think I've gotten a few, but I know, I would too. This is romantic. And I know we don't love him, but this is very nice. Should we keep walking? Where are we walking to if we're not going back to the margin? I'm gonna keep walking. I'm not gonna just stop in the middle of the road. That's not gonna accomplish anything. It is picturesque, isn't it, princess? It is, but this still does not lead back to the margin. No, but I figure taking this detour is safer. If someone's watching you, they're less likely to follow us straight to the margin. Safer? But it's just the two of us. Scandalous. I have faith that I would be able to protect you, princess. Also, the forest is a maze in and of itself. 1-5 is your count currently. Hey, I flirted that time that we were supposed to flirt. That one counts. I suddenly stop and let my hand fall away from his as I stare up at him. I wasn't expecting that level of cleverness from Rumple. Rumple looks proud of himself. He takes a step forward, bridging the short distance between us, and then suddenly his fingers are around my wrist again. But he does not lace his fingers through mine. Instead, he takes my hand in his and then pulls it up to his face. Okay, was this right, though? Before I realize it, my hand is on his cheek, his hand cupping my own. Yeah, wait, is this wrong? I feel like this would happen... Well, technically 2-5. Okay, fine. Fine, I'll stop walking. I instantly root myself in place, and even though Rumple's far... Again, you told me at the beginning of this route, commit to the bitch. No, we do want to romance him. That answer was just wrong. Oh, princess, did you want to stop and admire the scenery? Why are you taking me through here? I do not care about scenery, and I do not care about walking anywhere with you. We do want to romance him, but sometimes you gotta play hard to get. Dating sim logic, right? I know. Ah, princess, your honesty really is a treasure. One day I'll make it so you enjoy going places with me, not just holding my hand. I hate you. I quickly slide my hand out of his, my face feeling somewhat hot. Ah, there's the sweet rosiness to your cheeks. You never answered my question. He likes a challenge. It's a detour. We're only going to be in here for a few minutes. If you thought you saw someone's eyes on you, it's better to divert their attention away from the margin. Before you say it's dangerous, yes, it is, but we're still not far enough away from the town to worry about safety. And I believe I can protect you. That was basically the same thing. Come on, this is bullshit. Won't you compliment my cleverness, sweet princess? No. He takes a step forward. Okay, we've seen this. Takes my hand. I mean, come on, that was basically the same thing. My hand is on his cheek, his hand cupping my own. God, he is cute, though. But this one was true to yourself. Princess, you can trust me. Always, I mean. I can sense that sometimes you trust me and sometimes you don't. But you don't need to be so cautious around me. I shower you with compliments because I believe you deserve them. I tell you that I enjoy being around you because I do. I should be focusing on his words, but all I can look at are his eyes. What do I need to do for you to fully trust me? Mother told me that people lie, so how can I trust that everything he says is the truth? Perhaps if I stopped throwing compliments at you, he would not be you without all of the compliments. Really, it just feels like honesty is his main thing. Yeah, I know, which is weird, right? Because he's like the fuckboy. Maybe I should stop calling him that because maybe he's not. What am I saying? I always complain about his compliments, but the thought of a Rumple without compliments is strange. So you do enjoy my compliments, sweet princess? No, What? Words have deserted you? I understand. Being so close to me would have that effect on any woman. Yeah, that's true. Maybe fuckboys want to be understood. Something bright and angry flares up inside of me, something that I don't understand. I pull my hand away from him, a scowl on my face. Was it my big mouth again, princess? Come on, let's go back to the margin. I start walking ahead and Rumple rushes to catch up with me. I clench my fingers and let out a silent sigh. Rumple was being nice to me again, but I always reject his kindness because I'm such a bitch. Because it cannot be real. Oh, look at him. He is very cute. That's the bummer. He's definitely like my type looks-wise. Days go by, and we just don't speak at all. I consider Rumple's advice, but I refuse to flirt with anyone again, ever. But I have no idea how to make anyone happy. Rumple told me that I cannot make anyone happy without knowing anything about them, and listening to them like I did with a niece, but what reason do I have to listen to people? I hate them. This is so frustrating. Days later, Rumple and I sit at a table waiting for our work orders. Rumple's on the verge of conversation when we suddenly hear Parfait speaking in the doorway. Rumple picks up on the words before I do and rushes over to the front door. He looks almost nervous. Who's at the front door? I excuse myself briefly, telling Anise I'll be back. I make my way over to the front door, and there I see 3 people in conversation. Oh my god, it's man! It's different man. It's the man I flirted with! There is Rumple and Parfait and a very pale man. The pale man looks like death itself, like he might just keel over. I can help him. It's man too! Rumple, he needs help. He can stay in my room instead. I can even restock the medicines on my own if need be, so please let me help him. There's a desperation in Rumple's eyes that I've never seen before. He looks at Parfait pleadingly, all the while holding the man by the shoulder to steady him. What's happening? Oh, Princess, this man heard about Rumple through one of the men at the tavern. He's sick and doesn't have a lot of money to pay for treatment. He came here seeking Rumple. He must have been able to find the place because he was cursed. Does he even have the money to pay? Wow! Rumple turns to me with a frown on his face. I've never seen him look at me so sternly. Princess, you remember what I told you before? Yeah, you've told me a lot of things, though. He was insistent that a doctor's #1 priority was to help their patient, regardless of their monetary situation. Take him to your room then, Rumple. I will have Anise assist you if she's willing. No, Anise does not need to worry herself. I think she'd want to help you. The two cut their discussion short when the man starts coughing, a terrible hacking cough that paralyzes him. Rumple steadies him, and then he begins to slowly move him towards his room. Don't worry, Princess. He'll be fine. He's anti-capitalist, and that's admirable in today's economy. What? I can see the worry on your face. Rumple will be fine. Whatever. Why would I worry about Rumple? Because it's not like you to worry about someone you don't know at all. He looked so alarmed. I've never seen Rumple look like that before. It's not like him. Rumple knows what he's doing. I'll have someone else assist you with serving today, so no worries. Parfait comes through on her promise. When I get back to the bar, both Anise and Rumple are gone. Karma, or Miss Karma, is there instead, looking disgruntled. Waltz would be better at this. Why do I have to help? Because Waltz is busy doing his puppet shows, and Rumple's helping a sick man. Oh, well, I guess there's nothing to do about this then, other than enjoy it. He flips his hair and smiles brilliantly. I will attract all the customers today. Perhaps you should have a competition, Princess. Compete with yourself. I'm really not in the mood for karma right now. Then I shall definitely compete with myself, because challenging yourself is important. Karma picks up waiting tables fairly easily. I notice he speaks very fondly to the girls, but they're not as receptive as they are with Rumple. Many times they ask Karma where Rumple is, and he seems agitated when he tells them Rumple's busy. And they seem just as irritated. I know, I love him too. Once my break starts, I meet Karma at the bar. He looks depressed. I guess if you and Rumple competed to woo girls, he would win. Damn! That was savage. Darling, if I were to shed my disguise right here and now, I would be the clear victor. Since without this disguise, women would flock to me. It's rather uncomfortable to have every woman in Angel, that's what the place is called, thank you, fall in love with you. You look like you're judging me, Princess. Because I am. If only you understood my plight. Karma and Rumple may speak similarly, but they're still so different. Karma's the type to complain. Rumple never complains. I think he would win because the girls aren't gay. Yeah, I know, well, it's because of his curse. Oh, Rumple. No, that's what Karma's saying. Karma's saying if he took off his disguise right now and was a dude, his curse would make him win. Because the girls would just, like, flock to him. He's overworking himself for someone else, just like he went out of his way to apologize to me many times. My heart sinks a little bit as I think of him and Anise helping out the sick man. Rumple did not even want Anise going up there, so he probably wouldn't want me up there either. I could try to go visit him, or I could go back to my room. Ooh. Okay. That's tough. That's a tough one. I feel like going to his room might be like my first step towards getting a good deed if I can help him. It's kind of spicy. No, he's taking care of a sick man. We're not gonna bang, if that's what you're asking. I mean, he didn't want Anise up there. We are 17. Hey, you don't know what the age of consent in Angiel is. Well, I just wanted to hold hands. I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see. I think I'll go check on him. Check on Rumple? I hadn't realized I was speaking aloud. I looked at Karma, who furrows his eyebrows at me slightly. I honestly don't know how you can stand him as a partner. Why do you dislike Rumple so much? A lot of things, Princess, but that fight is between us and doesn't involve you. That do not involve me. You have no need to comment on us being partners. Hand-holding is definitely too hot for Twitch. Karma looks at me, wide-eyed and a little shocked. Then a sort of knowing comes into his eyes and he smiles just a little bit. I don't think she really stands him. Yeah, no. Yes, nailed it. No premarital eye contact. We can't look at him. Yes, I think you should go visit him, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to get him off your mind, would you? Ew! Gross! He laughs a little before picking up his tray and rushing off to continue his shift. Wow, I'm just gonna ditch Karma, huh? I slowly made my way upstairs, my feet feeling heavy. For some reason I feel like Karma was right. I make my way over to what I think is Rumple's door. I don't know, though. I'm not sure. The door is slightly ajar, and I hear hushed voices on the other side. Those voices definitely belong to Anise and Rumple. Oh my god. Are they flirting? I slowly push the door open and quietly step inside. Rumple and Anise are standing over the man who's covered in blankets and coughing. A series of bottles sit on the table close by. None of the herbal remedies are working. We need a medicine for this. I'm sorry I don't have any more money to offer, Rumple. Anise, please don't sound so sad. You already tried helping as much as you possibly can. It's my fault for promising to buy the medicine we need. I glance at the table where a list is sitting. Beautiful cursive handwriting details everything the patient needs. Everything is circled except for some medicine at the very bottom that has a star next to it. Is that Rumple's handwriting? Suddenly the two of them turn. They both look shocked to see me. Princess, what are you doing here? I came to see how you were doing. Princess, I'm fine, but... He glances down at the man on the bed, and he sighs out a little bit. We've given him what we can, but the one medicine that we need is something we can't afford. Even with the money I'm getting from Lady Parfait, it isn't enough. Star, gotta get that grafting level up, I know. We could make this medicine if we tried hard enough. I walk into the room and glance at the list. I look over the total for the medicine, then at the coins on the table that I hadn't noticed before. Did Rumple use all his money for this stranger? What will happen if you do not get this medicine? Without this, the infection will spread, and he could go silent as the man starts coughing again. I can read the answer in his eyes, even if he won't say it. The man could be in terrible danger. He could even die. Rumple looks defeated. He does not look like himself at all. I glance at the coins again, then at the list. Without a second thought, I grab both the list and the coins. Princess, what are you... I'll be back. This got spicy in the worst way. Do we get paid because we can use our money? I don't know if we get paid, but I mean, maybe we have some money. I leave the room, even with Anise and Rumple protesting behind me. I make my way... Oh, that's right! We're to my room, where I pick up the bag of coins that the king gave me when I went to the palace on the day I was cursed. Remember, he didn't recognize me and he just threw money at me because he thought I was a beggar. Then I head for the door. This is all the money that we have in the entire world. I immediately head for the medicine store that we always frequent. I count out the coins that I need to buy the medicine. This will take all of my money. Well, I mean, Mac, we do get free room and board. At the March-In. Like, we get food and a place to live. So that's probably about what we get paid. But it wasn't as if I was going to use it for something else. I rush back to the March-In with the medicine in a little bag, hoping that this is the one that Rumple needs. Oh yeah, wait, that's true. He does. And he has money. I know, wait, this is bullshit. It's dark by the time I get back to the Marchen. I make my way to Rumpel's room again and notice he's sitting on a stool beside the patient's bed, looking at him forlornly. When I enter the room, his eyes go wide. He seems even more surprised when I hand him the bag. Princess, is this... He opens the bag and lets the little vial roll onto his hand. Oh, it's pretty. How did you buy this? I combined your total with the money I had left. Rumpel just stares at me, clearly flabbergasted. Then his expression morphs into something softer, something more relieved. He steps forward and suddenly his arms are around me. Oh my god! Oh my god! Back up! He grips me tightly and then I hear his voice in my ear. Thank you so much, Princess Diana. My heartbeat picks up slightly. It's so loud I think Rumpel might hear it, but when he pulls away he does not say anything. I'll have to thank you for this later, Princess, but for now, you should leave. I don't want you to get sick. You know what it is? Rumpel probably gets tips. I don't get tips. No one likes me. I'm too dazed to disagree. I nod my head quietly before moving stiffly towards the door. I glance back at Rumpel one last time, noticing he's checking the man's temperature. The moment I leave the room, a flash of light emanates from my chest. Oh my god! We did it! I absently touch the glass slipper on my neck and then pause as I stare down at it. I feel a soft gasp leave my lips when I notice the fragment of a second slipper. Not a second slipper, just the second part. I got my first good deed. I bought the medicine for Rumpel, but I only added in a few more coins to buy it. So what I did today was considered a good deed? Damn, low bar. I'm confused, but at the same time I'm pleased that I actually managed to get a good deed. Now I only need 2 more. Nailed it! The next day I go down to the tavern area to begin my work, but I'm there a little early. Waltz is working on his puppets at a table. I know, you saved a dude's life, and she's like, damn, that was really easy. And I'm like, girl, that's like... She has 1 glass slipper. Oh, for the necklace to start with, and her 3 good deeds make the second slipper. That's right. Eyebrows furrowed in concentration. When I walk in, he looks up at me and smiles. Then he raises his eyebrows. Princess, congratulations. You got your first good deed. I did. I knew you could do it. I nod in response. His praise makes me feel oddly proud. I continue my usual work, keeping an eye out for Rumpel as I work my shift, but he never appears. A few days go by, and it's only after the man leaves, looking a lot healthier and stable than he was before, that I finally see Rumpel. He and the man speak at the front door to the tavern. No, really, sir, I couldn't take anything from you. Nonsense, you saved my life. I need to pay you back somehow. The man's holding money out to Rumpel, but Rumpel just shakes his head. I notice there are dark circles under his eyes and that he looks tired. I didn't help you for the money. But I insist. That money could be spent on better things, like your family. You may not take my money, but I promise I will pay you back. Your health is all the reward I need, I promise. I can't thank you enough. After the man leaves, I approach Rumpel. He turns to me and leans against the door, his smile still tired but bright. Ah, princess, come to heal my weary body, perhaps? I would so love another hug. Ugh, gross. I walk away. My face becomes hot at the memory of Rumpel's hug from the other day. Ah, the natural rouge of your cheeks is so sweet, princess. It makes me feel infinitely better. And your necklace seems... different? I reach up to touch the pendant. Every time I get a good deed, a piece gets added to my necklace. Oh, right, you helped me with the medicine the other day. Of course that was a good deed, princess. It was very selfless of you. Thank you, again, for that. That man tried to thank you too, but you refused his money. Why? And why did you spend your money on him? I don't understand! Because life is invaluable, princess. No amount of money could ever be more important than a person's life. Even if it's someone you do not know. Yes, because everyone has a life, princess. They have loved ones, families, sweethearts. And if I can help them, I will. And I will gladly spend any amount of money to do so. Okay, fine. But why did you not accept any money from that man? Because no amount of money... You needed that money. How are you going to buy more medicine without any money? Rumpel's eyes widen. He was clearly not expecting me to ask that question. But he said before he didn't have much money, and it was true. I can't take money from him when he doesn't have much of it to begin with. He was thanking you with money. You should have accepted it. Parfait pays you, does she not? Yeah, wait, why don't I get paid? This is bullshit. Rumple's shoulders sag when he sighs. Yes, even though I won't accept money from her face to face, she has to sneak it into my wallet. If she does that, why not just accept it from her? I'm trying to make a statement, princess. And Parfait does not seem to care because she sneaks the money into your wallet regardless. You have a point there. You're stubborn. We both are. Fair. Now I have a question. Why did you use your money on that man? You knew nothing about him. Did you do it for him? For yourself? Or for me, perhaps? Can we protest? I mean, come on. We need a paycheck, I agree. Rumple grins. Well, okay, here's what I'm thinking. Maybe Parfait pays him for his, like, doctor work. And room and board at the Marchant is his bar work. And we don't do any doctor work. We only do bar work, so we don't get any extra stuff. Maybe that's what it is. Still bullshit, but, you know. Even with the tired eyes, I can see the bright cheer in them. Hit the nail right on the head. Again, you're becoming easier to read, my sweet princess. Well, no matter why you did it, thank you. The medicine was necessary to help that man. I still think you should have accepted the money from him. You helped him and did him a service no one else would. You should have accepted his gratitude. Princess, I told you. I cross my arms and frown at him. You're so stubborn! Rumple's smile falters and he just looks at me sadly, almost guiltily. For some reason, the sight of him in such a state makes my heart sink. Wipe off that frown. You look better with a smile. Rumple stares at me, shocked. Why is he staring at me like that? You like my smile? What? I didn't say You like my smile, and you complimented it too. Princess, you have no idea how much this means to me. Rumple throws his hands in the air. I resist the urge to roll my eyes at the exaggerated reaction. You get compliments all the time from women. Yes, but none as honest as yours. That compliment is valuable because I know you absolutely meant it. So, I will keep those words close to my heart because they are precious to me. Wasn't anything like the spectacular compliments he gives, yet he still looks so happy. He's blushing, I know. You two seem to be getting along. Parfait appears from behind us with a smile on her face. Sorry to interrupt, but Diana, Karma is slowly drowning in table work. Would you help him? Yes, of course. Sorry, I was just flirting with my— I mean, what? Nothing. Rumple looks disappointed as I am sent back to the bar, where Karma expresses immediate relief that I am back. Rumple retires to his room early that day, and he's given the day off. Both Delora and Parfait can see the tiredness on his face, just like I can. He does not reappear for the rest of the day. At the end of my shift, I retire to my room. When I get downstairs the next morning, I'm met with a familiar sight. Both Karma and Rumple stand on opposite sides of a table, their voices rising into argument. They're fighting again? Oh, hey, I just said that. I happen to catch their words as I walk quietly down the stairs. Who are you to criticize my work ethic when you were gone for several days, leaving me with your workload? It wasn't like I wanted to, and who are you to criticize how I work? All of the ladies I spoke to said that you shower them with compliments. What kind of professional behavior is that? Wow, Diana, are you Diana? I do that all the time, it's silly. I'm having a hard time believing you're a professional with the way that you flaunt yourself. Oh, shit. At least I don't flirt with people to attract their attention. And you flirt with them and don't even realize the effect it has on other people. Flattery's not a crime. Just yesterday, the princess came to see you in your room, all because you gave her the impression that you liked her. Oh no, don't talk shit about me, I'm right here. Were you actually spying on her, and you call me uncouth? No, I overheard her say it. And you're wrong, I never say anything if it isn't truthful. Well then, the truth of the matter is that you must be in love with many women. Because they all seem to think that you'll get down on one knee and propose to them. You say some sly things, Miss Karma, and yet you're the biggest liar of us all. At least I don't lie to my partner. Who is your partner now? Oh, well, we have to defend him, right? I mean, we can't let this go on. I mean, I feel like we're basically obligated to defend him. I don't know, though. This is really personal, and I don't know if he would want us to get involved in it. I know. That's what I'm thinking too. I think it is time to step in between these two. They've been fighting a lot. Yeah, she is kind of, well, I mean, she doesn't know I'm here, I don't think. She's not, actually, it's not an insult to me. Like, I think she's trying to defend me because she thinks that Rumple's flirting with everybody and that people are falling in love with him and I'm one of them. I don't think she's actually insulting me. I'm gonna defend him though, because I do think that's probably the right thing to do. Rumple tells me that he never lies. He tells me that he wants me to trust him. Though I still find it hard to believe, I do want to trust him. I walk down the rest of the stairs and, oh yeah, she definitely didn't, Karma had no way of knowing that I was there, and stop at Rumple's side. Both men look equally surprised to see me there. I know. It's hard, like, I try to respect the disguise. The integrity of the disguise. Rumple has never lied to me yet. Karma looks up and stares at me for a few moments, looking startled by my sudden appearance. Then he sighs. Princess, a man that flatters everyone doesn't flatter anyone. At least he's not so conceited he flatters himself constantly. Oh, shit. Damn. That was uncalled for. That was too far. Such a sharp tongue you have, Princess. Okay, listen, this is not what I meant by defend him. And you are very quick to jump to assumptions. You two are at it again? Shireen stops the table and frowns at them. Both men glance away from her cold gaze. Karma murmurs something before excusing himself. I think that was wrong. I don't think I'm supposed to do that. That seemed wrong to me. Okay, I feel like a lot of the answers have been misleading in this one, because I thought defend Rumple didn't extend to insult Karma, like, mercilessly. Keep going? Okay, fine. It is right. Rumple looks down at the table, his eyebrows knit together with frustration. What is wrong with you two? Why can't you just be civil with each other? Shireen, you're never here to see how these fights start. Karma's every bit a beast, attacking me for no good reason at all, but with your keen eye, you should be able to discern that, right? Flattery won't work on me, Rumple. And second, I doubt these fights start without any bit of prompting from you. I swear I don't start anything. Karma's just always irritable. He's like a woman during that one time of the month. Wow, really? I didn't like that one. Oh, neither of us did. Shireen walks away stiffly, leaving me with Rumple. I look at him, a little irritated by his earlier comment. He gives me a sheepish smile. Thank you, Princess. For what? For defending me. I swear I meant what I said. I would never lie to you. I mean every one of my compliments, every one of my thank yous. You must know that since you came to defend me. Rumple, sometimes you continue talking when nothing needs to be said. But I'm just expressing the depths of my gratitude. It's not necessary. Such a small thing, too. Princess, can you give me some help with inventory? I'm coming. As I turn away, Rumple waves. I'll see you later, Princess. Who knows, you might get your second good deed. I resist the urge to roll my eyes. Feels like it'll be a while yet before I can achieve my next good deed. Oh, that's gonna be it for today then. We're gonna be on chapter 6. Strings of Fate. This is exactly what he said at the start of chapter 5, I notice. But that's fine. I'll do it here. There we go. Okay, this was fun. Are we stuck in a time loop? Possibly. It probably, honestly. How many chapters are there? There's 10 for each person. So we'll do 6, 7, 8, and then 9, 10. But there's also bad endings, so we're gonna do that as well, of course, because I need that in my life. All of the sad energy. Big sad. Let me pull up everything and see who's streaming and all that good stuff. Anybody have any raid targets or raid messages while I take a drink? I see Roton John, Insane in the Rain, Nintendo Capri Sun, Poltergust. Oh, I can hear myself. Let's get that out of here. It was very quiet. I don't know if you heard it. I know, I'm bad with raid messages too. Oh, is Jewel streaming too? I feel like I haven't raided Poltergust in a while. I should raid him. Do we have a raid message? I'm so bad at raid messages. It's not even funny. It's very sad, actually. Something about him being a doctor. Free healthcare. Literally, first thing you think of. First thing anyone thinks of. Premarital eye contact. Not my route. Oh yeah, let's do witch doctor. That's good, but like spelled like that. Let's do that. That's very funny. I like that a lot. So I will send you over to Poltergust. Just a reminder, no stream tomorrow because of, a day off Twitch, the blackout. So just as a reminder, a lot of people aren't going to be streaming, and if you could also stay off of Twitch, for the day, just to send a message. So we're gonna keep that strong. And then on Saturday, Michael and I will do D&D stuff. Probably gonna work on our campaign summary, so if you wanna come by for us just talking about D&D, it's probably gonna be fun. I don't remember where we were, so we're getting to that vampire fight. We're gonna tell that story one more time. But, oh, let me actually do it like this. Sorry, I have to lean over because I had to unplug my keyboard so I could plug in my mic. Copy. Alright, so it's gonna be that, and I will send you over to Poltergust. Let me make sure I spell his name right, because I feel like I spell it wrong every time. Perfect. Okay, so I will see you all on Saturday for our next stream. And thank you guys so much for coming. I had a lot of fun. See you later. Bye.